Sin City lights on the chart. Trade alert. That's right, baby. Let's go. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea coat stare. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound. No chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. That's right.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
Bitcoin moody, she be moving like a ghost. Wick up, wick down, and she do the most. Everybody yelling short, everybody yelling long. I just watch the chart and let the market sing the song. My narrative.
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
Setup look clean, and I'm still in that.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Learn how to lose, that's the trade of truth. No revenge trade.
Give me the fives.
Candle flips red, I get that real quick.
Give me the Buddhas.
Bells, liquidations, can't you tell? TA plays out every
time, baby.
Just not how you had it in your mind.
Come on.
I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monkey in the chair. Tea coat stare.
Liquidity in the air. Let's go.
Trade alert, we inbound. Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, we still make it off the bounce.
That's right, baby.
That's right, baby. Rounded bottoms pay the bill.
Give me the Buddhas, baby. Give me the Buddhas.
Bing bong, price trapped in the range. Head and shoulders, then the pattern change. Blue flag, bear flag, falling wedge. I'm not guessing, I'm playing the edge. Fair value gap like a speed boost. Mario Kart when the candle cuts loose. Drag that stop in the profit, quick take profit. Damn it, don't marry the pig. Pinky up if we bullish. Red dot if we put us. Green dot on the daily, not a whole chat going foolish. Spam the chat with the coins. Tell me where the money at. High probability setup, then I'm pointing to the map. Can I get an amen?
Can I get an amen, please? In the congregation of Zen Sinners.
Baby, not financial advice, but the chart don't lie. If the trade goes wrong, we don't cry, we fly. Trade alert. Trade bound. Stop below.
Trade alert.
Target found. Liquidity magnet. Price get dragged. Shorts get cooked. Longs get bagged. Monk mode. No fear. No greed, just flow. I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair.
Green tea coat stare. Liquidity in the air.
Trade alert, we inbound. Oh, chat making sounds. If she don't, still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby.
That's right, baby.
That's right.
That's right.
Round the bottoms,
Pay the bills. That's right, baby.
Learn how to lose.
It said turn it up, turn it up.
Chart tells the truth.
That's right, baby.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
That's right, baby. Let's go. Welcome into Sin City Crypto. I am the Zen Master JP. Welcome to the Zen Trading Zone. That's right, the Zen Trading Zone here at Sin City Crypto. We're going to look at Bitcoin and see what's happening in the market. Is it hanging off a cliff? All right. Will we be able to save BTC? I'm holding it off a cliff, as you see on the thumbnail. BTC is ready to end it all, or it could be an amazing, legendary bounce. How do you feel about it? What's up, chat? Talk to me. Who's in the chat? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome to Sin City Crypto. Hit the like button early so you don't forget. All right, shoulda, woulda, I see you. Welcome in, shoulda, woulda. Let's say what's up to all my people here. Rex Futores, that's my big bro. What's up, Rex? As Crypto Guy says, the Claptoverse is on. All right, yes. We got two gifts. Legendary God King. What do we have? I know I saw a flow state. Shout out to the members. We got, who else we got in here? Dionys Fresh, That Pulse, Javier, Yanes, Mr. Pabs, all my good people. Good to see you. Welcome in. Let's get into the charts. Baby. All right, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Let's start on the micro, right? The micro time frames, very small time frames. Grain of salt. Let's see here, 5-minute time frame. What's going on, BTC? Looks like it may be trying to push here. Very volatile, but as you can see, we are in a range. What's the range? Welcome in, welcome in. Where you from? Where you from? What country are you hailing from? Talk to me. Are we worldwide? Are we just Western? Are we Eastern? Are you in the North? Are you in the South? Talk to me. Talk to me in the chat. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Are you monkish? Anybody monkish up in here? Talk to me. Where my monks at? All right. And also tell me what coins you want to see early. You know I will write them down. You know I will write them down. Check the Zen Lab view. Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Got my pen and pad ready for action. Ready to come up with a plan here. We'll look at all the important coins. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Hyperliquid, SWI. We'll look at AVAX, etc., etc. We'll also look at the NASDAQ. We'll look at gold. We'll look at silver. We'll look at oil. We'll look at everything. We got India in the building. We got Amsterdam. We got everybody from around the world. Welcome in to the Zen, a congregation of Zen sinners here at Sin City Crypto. Give me the Buddhas. Welcome to all the new members as well. We have over 1,000 members now. Just last month, we had about 60. Now we got 1,000 something is happening here. Bulgaria in the chat. Big shout out to Bulgaria, Portugal. We got Greece. We got Canada, Quebec. Man, we are all over the place. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me get into the charts. We got to find some opportunity. I gave some trade alerts out earlier. About 2 out of 3 of them are working out right now. I did bail on the Tron trade early, and I'll show you why and why it still may be valid. We got a lot going on here. Let me look at the casino first. There we go. Casino making noise over here, dinging away. Digging away. Yes, we got the casino with the chips, right? Shout out to the Forex Live Educational and the Bitcoin Live Educational Pro Chart here. Make sure we got the livest data. We're currently on a pull to the upside. That's right, a pull to the upside and still in the bullish condition. That's right, a bullish condition, pull to the upside. And we got demand sitting at 38. That's right, 38. That is in the positive region. That is slightly bullish for Bitcoin, yes. And look, 1 minute through the 3 minute is bullish. 5 minute through the 1 day, all bearish, the time frames. And let's take a look at the supply zones and the demand zones. I see a very big demand zone below us and a very small supply zone. Nonetheless, we appear to be heading for the supply zone. Trades per minute sitting about 27 trades per minute, a little bit on the lower volume side. It is a Friday and NASDAQ just about closing up for the weekend. And yeah, BTC, the 24/7 asset, will be on its own. All right, I'm going to check in on my trades here in one moment. I do have an oil long open. Yes, I have an oil long, and I believe I have a Solana, a short cooking. So we'll check in on the trades on a BitUnix. Let's go ahead and switch over to BitUnix here. All right, currently in an oil long. Who took the trade alert for the oil long earlier? The trade does look good right now. Give me some dollar signs in the chat, baby. Who's in the money on the oil long right now? The oil long looks good. Oil had major divergence on a meso time frames, the medium time frames, and also the large time frames. Oil was getting beat down for a while, but now it has a bounce from the divergence and made a bull flag. Look, a bull flag on the 5-minute time frame. That makes oil still look bullish to me. Bullish trend, bull flag, trend down to break up, low Stokes, double bottom on the Stokes. It looks good. Who's in the money, baby? Who's in the money? Talk to me. We got France here. We got Kuwait. We got Estonia, Nigeria, Brazil. We worldwide. Everybody, welcome in to Sin City of Crypto. That's right, the entertainment focused cryptocurrency, a channel. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe and notify. We're live every day. Oil looks good to me. Anybody in the money on an oil trade? Oil looks good to me right now. And we also have a Solana cooking right now. I got into a Solana short based on the 4-hour time frame. We'll take a look at this further on a trading view in detail. But I saw Solana come in contact with the 200 MA on the 4-hour time frame. That should act as dynamic resistance for Solana. And so far, so good. Looks like tweezer tops right there. Tweezer tops could be even a potential head and shoulder, right? Shoulder, there's a head and a potential right shoulder. Very speculative. It could just pump. But to me, it looks like resistance. And I'm in a short. I'm in a short on Solana on a 4-hour time frame. All right. Is nobody in on the oil trade? Give me my dollar signs, baby. Come on, let's go. Wake up. Wake up, chat. What's going on? And I did bail on the Tron trade. And I'll show you why when we'll look into Tron in just a moment. But let me pull up my tickle. My little tickle clap from Tron. Should be right here. There we go. A little tickle from Tron, just 2%. Just 2% down, $29 loss on a Tron trade earlier. But the current two trades looking pretty good. So not so bad, not so bad. We'll keep a close eye on the casino, and we'll also look at liquidity. Of course, we'll look at liquidity and keep our eyes on the charts. All right, let me pull up my liquidity heat map from a trading a different. That's right, pull it on up. Liquidity heat map. Shout out to Davey and the money. Let's go. Liquidity heat map, 5-minute time frame. BTC. Let me adjust my indicators here. Adjust it. Check it out. They said, where is FOMO Frank? I do need a home FOMO Frank. That would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So interesting little take here on liquidity. So it appears the downside liquidity is pretty concentrated. But the upside liquidity is literally right there. When you zoom in, there is some concentration, but nothing in comparison to the downside. So I say liquidity still favors the downside, but look how close we are to the upside. You know, it's always that battle between concentration and proximity, which will win out. What's closer or what's stronger? Well, the closer you are, the stronger it gets when it comes to this magnet game. We'll see what happens. We could get a short squeeze back above 60,000. Who knows? We'll take another look at that. But also we have the trend different indicator right here. That's right. Trend different indicator letting us know what the trend is looking like. And it was up, but now it's completely flat. Completely flat with the trend on the 5-minute time frame of BTC. Let's look at the auto clappers. Yeah, let's make a new tab and look at the high frequency bots. That's right, the auto clappers, aka the automated strategies in the market that are auto clapping people every day. Just go to high frequency chart here on trading different. Look at BTC. What's going on with those auto clappers? Those auto clappers are long. 7 out of 10. All right, write that down. The auto clappers are long. They do change a trend very quickly. They follow the trend. They trail the trend and they adjust. So as of right now, they are long on a very small time frame. The auto clappers. All right, back to BTC. Let's see what's going on. I drew out a range for BTC. All right, I drew out a range, a high and a low. And let's look at, this is the 5-minute. Let's go to the 1-minute on BTC. 1-minute time frame. Yeah. Okay. Kind of at resistance right now, right? Are we going to push or will it be a rejection? Heavy bear div, but money flow still green. A familiar story. Let's see what will happen. I think I need to get off the big time frame. I mean, the small time frames and go to the large time frames here. I think it's very important that we compartmentalize the time frames and understand how they all matter. You know, for the macro, the higher time frames, right? The daily, the weekly, the monthly. I use that for context. That's right, for context. It says the bigger story, right? Let's go to the monthly. Let's go all the way to the monthly time frame for BTC. Let's make sure we don't have any. There we go. Let's make sure we don't have any indicators on that are in our way. I will leave the white line there, and you'll see why. All right, monthly time frame. All right, so the macro, you know, the big time frames, the daily, the 3-day, right? The 5-day, the weekly, the monthly, etc., provides us with context. The meso, the medium time frames, right? And I'm gonna stop saying mezzo because mezzo is an Italian word. Apparently, it still kind of means middle, right? Any Italian folks here? But meso is really the academic word here. It means the middle, right? It's an old Greek word that literally just means middle, the middle time frames, right? Like the 1 hour, the 4 hour, you know, et cetera, et cetera. That is our structure and setup, region. You know, we use that to find the structure and find the setup. And then the micro will be the execution, right? Micro, the small time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, etc. That's the execution layer. That's how we get our sniper entry. All right. I'm just kind of laying out some framework here. Can I get a like? Can I get a like in the chat if you haven't hit that like yet? Can I get an amen? Okay. Can I get an amen? Can I get some dollar signs in here? What's going on? How are we feeling, people? Are you feeling amazing? Are you feeling blessed? Are you feeling zen? Welcome into Sin City Crypto, man. It's going down. Let's get in these charts and make some money. Oh, we got action in the casino. What's going on? Man, let me turn my organs down. Is the organs loud? The organs are pretty loud. Let me see something here. Really easy fix. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Nice. Perfect. All right, love it. Amen. All right, we got action. What's going on in the casino? Looks like BTC getting a push up right now, baby. What's going on? Pull to the upside in the casino still. We got price moving ahead towards that supply zone to the upside, the upwards liquidity. We're keeping an eye on liquidity. We do see the local liquidity above us starts around 60,000, 600. This thing could give us a big move. Let's zoom out on the liquidity map. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame on liquidity. This is what it looks like. We got action, guys. We got clapping going down. We got clapping happening. All right, voice a little low. There we go. Check. All right, we got clapping happening in real time. Who's getting clapped? Fa. It said play fa. All right. Focus. BTC 1 hour liquidity. What does it look like? Something like this. Kind of hot to the downside, but look at the trail, right? Look at the trail of local liquidity that could shoot us to the upside. Check it out. Interesting. All right. Yeah, imagine we short squeeze to 70K. It can happen. They want me to check hype. I got you. I'll look at Hyperliquid. You can casually spam your coins in the chat if you want. Back to BTC. I'm on the macro. I want to do the top down first on BTC before I really get into the altcoins and the other assets. So let me look while BTC is making moves in the small time frames. Here's the monthly. Monthly, pretty bearish, but look, it might be at support, no? There we go. But also we can't ignore what could be a head and shoulder right here. Is that a head and shoulder? It looks like one to me. A slanted head and shoulder on the monthly. You don't want to know what the measure move can be, but I do have to point it out as a fair analyst. I do have to point it out. Can we see BTC get a move all the way down to the value area low of the previous range? I'm talking 20K. I'm talking 19K. I know that sounds crazy. If that sounds crazy to anybody, put a 1 in the chat right now. If that sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. It's very likely. Well, I don't know if it's very likely, but it's LTA suggests it can happen. Okay, TA suggests it can happen. I don't know if that is going to happen, but that could be a super macro dump. Imagine that. But let's look more locally on the monthly time frame. We do have support so far on the 50 MA, the red line, low Stokes, somewhat pointed up. But look at the money flow, green money flow, a very lagging and slow indicator. VWAP, momentum down on the monthly, but at support. I generally don't look for shorts at support. This looks more like a long potentially. If we zoom in, I don't know. We've been dumping for some time. All right, ever since 110. At 110 area, came down to 87, came down to 65, came back up 81, dumped it again. Now here we are around 58, 60K. We're at major support, not only by the dynamic support of the 50 MA, but also by this previous range. Look at that. This white line is so critical. I didn't even draw it because of this. I drew it because of something else. I'll show you in the next time frame. But this white line, look, matches the cycle high of the last bull market. It could be a macro SR flip if we get back above it and bullishly retest it. And look, we're also finding support from this consolidation zone over here on the way up in the bull market. So we are at support. We're at macro level support. So if we can bounce here, there could be a legendary bounce, or BTC could jump off the cliff. That's a cliff right there. You see the thumbnail. I'm not being dramatic. BTC barely holding on, barely holding on to support. This could get brutal. Okay. It's brutal out here. It's very brutal out here. This can get dangerous. All right. But thank God I am a Zen, a monk in the chair and in the charts. I have no narrative. All I do is just analyze the charts objectively and come up with some type of battle plan or a mode of operation. And right now, I'm mostly waiting and seeing, but I'm taking some scalps and I'm taking some swings, and I'll let you know about it. All right, weekly time frame. Here we go. Weekly time frame. This is why I drew the white line. Okay, if you haven't been watching me the last few days, I've been watching this level. The 200 MA on the weekly time frame lines up at just about around 62,300. A very critical level. The moment we lost it, we fell hard. We bounced from it previously a few times. Bounce, 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 bounce. We've been bouncing, but now we finally lost it, and we may have really lost it. This may bring us down into the previous range and down to the previous range low of about 20K. That can happen. But even if that happens, we may see a bearish retest, meaning that we get a quick move up from volatility to the upside, test that white line one more time, and dump it again. That is my plan for a re-entry on the short. If we happen to get a move up, a volatile move up to resistance, which was previous support. This was previous support. Now it's resistance. If we happen to get a move back up there, and if I see bearish divergence when we get there, I will be shorting on the macro. Until then, I'm not really looking for the macro short as of right now. That can change according to the meso timeframes, the medium timeframes, which we'll do next. But I have put this very critical level on my chart. It is a white horizontal line that I have locked to the chart. That's right. I used the lock feature here on TradingView to lock it. And now I can see this line on every time frame that I go to. So let's go to the 12-hour time frame. I'm sorry, the daily time frame. Let's do the daily. The daily is next. We're on a weekly. We do have a daily candle close coming in about 50 minutes. Please remind me, and I'll set my own reminder here with Siri. Hey, Siri, set an alarm for 5 p.m.
It's turned on.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, Siri, search for Sin City Crypto.
Here's what I found.
Oh, really? Nice, nice. Thank you. Hey, Siri, Google Zen Master JP.
Here's what I found.
Who is this man? Bah! I'm kidding. All right. I got my phone on silent, but I should get that alarm in about 50 minutes. All right. Let's look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame for BTC. How's the daily candle shaping up? We'll get a quick forecast, but we will do the full analysis at the top of the hour. And here we go. Daily time frame. I'm watching the casino. Let me turn it down a little bit. I'm watching it in the background. Don't worry, we're missing nothing. Daily time frame, is it bullish, bearish, neutral? Kind of neutral, but maybe bullish. Look, a lot of wicks there. Can we get a push up in the final hour of the candle, the daily candle? It could happen. Stochastics very oversold there. RSI coming up. Red money flow still in the red dot program, still mid dump, still a falling knife. But there is some divergence, major bullish divergence that could be confirmed with a bounce here. Okay, amen. Can I get an amen? There is major bullish divergence on the daily. All right, that gives us some hope, some hopium for the bulls. Where the bulls at? Come out of the shadows, the bulls. Come out of the shadows, be yourself. Come join the congregation. The bulls, it's okay. I know you've been beat down. You've been battered. You've been destroyed. You've been put down. You've been liquidated. You've been death clapped. But I'm telling you, you can come back from the death clap, baby. Even the death clap, you can come back. The clap daddy got you. Anyway, it could be confirmed a major bullish divergence on the daily time frame. What I mean by confirmed is you actually have to bounce. If you don't bounce, this is not confirmed because it'll just roll over and then the momentum just goes lower too. The divergence is there because you have a low here on price, a major low, and this could be another low. But you know, lower low on price. There you go. A higher low on momentum. That is a divergence, a disagreement, a deviation, right? A disagreement, right? A polar. I believe momentum. I believe momentum. I don't want to get super bearish at the bottom of a range. We are at the bottom of a range. Some could say we're at the top of the next range, okay? But I'm not looking for the macro short right here. I'm looking for the macro short at the resistance. There could be a major bull div here, folks. There could be major bull div. Not confirmed. All right, let's go down to the 12-hour. Here it is, 12-hour time frame. Okay. Not too bad. Is there a bull div here too? Yeah. There's bull div here. Okay, not too bad. But red money flow, look, momentum still barely like attempting to rotate to the top side. But it still looks pretty dumpy to me. It looks very dumpy. Red money flow. Look at the VWAP though. This yellow momentum wave kind of curving up. The volume weighted average price is pushing up on the 12-hour time frame while price is pushing down. That gives me divergence vibes, okay? Divergence vibes. Let's go to the 5-hour time frame. That's right, the 5-hour is basically the 4-hour, but it's the 5. I like the 5. It's my new alignment. Can I get the 5s out there? All right. All right, the 5-hour time frame. What's going on? Hidden bearish, seriously, hidden bearish divergence. And you got some pretty red money flow, increasingly red. The trend still down and increasingly down. Meanwhile, the VWAP increasingly up. There's a divergence between the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and the trend, the money flow. Interesting. Meanwhile, momentum shifting up. That makes me believe that there is a push happening in real time. Like the trend is down, but the trend is changing in real time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? If you do, give me an amen. And the Zen Center congregation of crypto folk. Okay, this could be a reversal on the 5-hour time frame. And look, there's a green dot. We're in the green dot program. Is it a double bottom as well? You could say a lot of wicks. There's some bullishness here. It's not all bearish. There's actually bullishness here. A 4-hour time frame. This is my actual alignment time frame, but very similar to the 4-hour. You could call it technically just a bearish consolidation. You could, and the trend is still down. I agree, but that divergence is real. This could get invalidated. This could continue to dump. I'm open-minded, but it is in that green dot program, which means higher low inbound. It means the trend is down, but not higher low, excuse me, a lower high inbound. All right. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. Here we go. 1-hour time frame. What is happening? Bitcoin kind of looks like a bear flag to me. I got to keep it real. Let me get rid of that idea right there, and kind of gives me bear flag, or like, I don't know, bear pennant. Maybe just bear flag. Yeah, just bear flag. It's giving me bear flag. I don't normally use the wicks. I use the bodies, the candle bodies here. We are finding support at this high volume node on the right here on the VRVP, the visual range volume profile, where we are finding some support here. There's also, look, the PLC, the point of control of the range. This is the most highly traded area. And we got a lot of action in that casino. A bunch of sales came in, but the structure looks like it's still pushing to the upside. I'm watching Bitcoin. I'm watching Bitcoin. Turn it down just a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Is it a bear flag, right? Are we just getting a pump to just hit the top of the flag? It's a possibility. Like, we're pushing up, but do we just push up to hit resistance right there? Look at that 100 MA. Thank you, Dave. We're now using the same colors. I've adjusted my moving averages a little bit. I added the 100 MA as a green line. I'm keeping my 50 as a red, but that green line is the 100 MA. And look, that could act as resistance as well as this diagonal resistance and dump Bitcoin again down to the bottom of the range, right? A bit of a diagonal range from the bear flag. And that's a possibility. I'm open-minded to it. And we could dump here still. We're still in the bear market, still in the bear trend. The divergences are not confirmed, but it is there. I am aware of it. All right, erase, 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 erase. Erase the ideas. That's the 1 hour time frame. At a green dot, though, believe it or not. And it kind of gives me a little bit of diamond vibes, too, if I just open my mind. Like, what if one were to do this? Is that giving diamond, or am I stretched? This might be stretching it here. Just the volatility. I don't know. I think it gives a bear flag more. All right, let's go down to some small time frames now. How about that? 15-minute time frame. Here's the 15-minute time frame. A B, a T, a C. 15-minute time frame holding support so far and pushing up to resistance. Is that somewhat of a triple bottom right there? There's one bottom, two bottom, three bottom, but a bearish engulfing candle coming in on the 15-minute time frame. Stokes are very overbought, nearing a resistance. Will it get one more push up to here and then a dump? Or maybe we are just coming down to the local support. All right, maybe we're coming down to the local support and bounce there. Let's go down to the 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame. Okay. Is that a triple, a golden cross, almost a quadruple golden cross inbound? So I see a bullish cross. That means the momentum is shifting to the upside, starting on a 5-minute time frame. But look, bearish engulfing candle coming in, some high volatility, high Stokes, red dot. It looks like it's in a retracement program on the 5-minute time frame. All right, let's go down to the 1-minute time frame. Look, a bit bullish on the 1 minute. A bit bullish, but if we zoom out, I mean, we've truly been going sideways, no, right? We've been going sideways. I call it bullish because we're above the 200 MA. If we were bearish, we would be way below it. You know, when we're dumping, we're below the 200 MA on the 1 minute for like hours at a time. Right now, we're kind of going sideways and slightly above it right now. So that's pretty good for Bitcoin. I mean, at least it's not falling. At least it's not free falling off a cliff, right? I mean, it could do whatever it wants to do. If it wants to free fall, that's fine. We actually expect it to. If it wants to bounce, that's fine. I expect it to. Expect the unexpected in a crypto, okay? Take advantage from the imbalance. You know, be greedy when others are fearful, right? Be fearful when others are greedy. Amen? Amen? All right, baby. We will DCA at these levels, baby. Yes, we will buy the bottoms. All right, we will ladder in. We will take advantage of the low prices. We are not afraid. We are not retail. No, we are not. Us at this channel at Sin City Crypto. Keep the organs going. At this channel, a Sin City Crypto and a Zen Trading Zone, we have no emotions. We have emotions, yes, we do, but we don't allow it to control our narratives and to control our trading. The charts and the charts alone is what give us the narrative and the context, right? The setup and the execution that we need to make money. Let's go, baby. Let's make some money today. Who want to make some money? I want to make some money. Talk to me in the chat. Who's in the money on oil? I'm in the money on oil. Now up $252. Let's go. Okay. $252. That's a beautiful flag there on oil. And now starting to break out a bit. Is oil ready for the next move? It appears so. All right. I'm also in a Solana short. I'm in a Solana short based on a 4-hour time frame hitting resistance. Basically, this is a bet that Solana sees some resistance at the 4-hour 200 MA. So far, so good. I have reduced my risk. My stop loss was originally around 76. It's now at 74. So update on the Solana trade. Now risking only 252 to potentially make about $1,400 in the trade. I like that. It makes it about a 6.8 to 1 risk reward ratio. I like the ratio. Yeah, about a 6, risk reward ratio. I like it. What I will be doing is activating my anti-clapper. If you're brand new, the anti-clapper is when I put my stop loss into break even, protecting my trade. I'm pretty close to that level now. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. Is it too early to put my stop loss into break even, install the anti-clapper? I don't think so, man. Look, this is the 1 minute time frame. My stop loss is way up here. I could lose 250, or I could bring this thing down now and put it into break even. Look, we've already lost the moving averages. Look at all of the moving averages crossing the 200 bearishly. Look at Solana rolling over. That's not a rounded bottom. That does not pay the bills. But you know what? Rounded tops pay the bills too, though. Rounded tops do pay the bills if you played them correctly. That should dump, but who knows? Who knows in this market, right? Anything can happen. This thing can come down and double bottom, triple bottom. Anything can happen. I may put it into break even because Bitcoin may be getting bullish. Is Bitcoin bullish? Let me go back to Bitcoin. Excuse me. 1 minute time frame is getting bullish. 5 minute time frame is getting bullish, but we're really going sideways in the whole scheme of things. Nothing is happening with Bitcoin. Nothing is happening. Be zen, man. We understand you like to yell for entertainment purposes, but Zen Master, you must be calm in these charts. Be calm in these charts. All right. All right, I'm calm, but Bitcoin is going completely sideways in a volatile fashion. This is kind of good for traders, no? Look, we're in a tight range. We're in a range. We're just bing-bonging in a range right now, but we could be capitulating, right? We could be capitulating, but we're not capitulating. I think we're rotating to the top of the range, though. It appears we're rotating to the top of the range. We hit the top of the range. We hit the POC, found support. Whoa, we went all the way down to value area low. We went to the value area low, came back up, flipped the POC. We went to the value area high, came back down. We kind of faded the POC there. Will we still touch it? I'm not sure. Or maybe we touched the value area high. But either way, I'm about to put my Solana trade into break even. Why not? I don't trust what BTC is going to do right now. So let me activate anti-clapper. Not telling you what to do, but I'm activating anti-clapper. If this thing dump, it should dump right now, right? One should be able to even put in a short trade right there. Not telling you to do it, but this should dump right here. If it doesn't dump right there, I want out of the trade because anything can happen. Why not just protect myself? You know, I like to get into trades based on a bigger idea, right? Using the macro for context, the meso, the middle time frames for structure and setup, and the micro for execution. This is the execution layer right here on the 1 minute time frame. I think the macro, the context is still there. The structure may be still there. But I don't know. This is very dependent on Bitcoin. And I'd rather just protect myself and allow this to dump, make money. This is a risk-free trade now. In fact, you want to say a 1,400 to 1 risk-reward ratio, 1,400 to 0 risk-reward ratio, risking nothing. Let's go. You won't take my money. You won't take my manhood. You won't clap me, okay? You won't take it from me. You will not separate me from my money. Auto clappers. I always confuse the two. Sorry. The anti-clapper is activated. It is installed and activated. Anti-clapper on Sol. And I got the anti-clapper already on oil. Now risk-free, and only lost about $29 earlier on Tron. And honestly, I bet Tron runs now. Let's check back in on Tron, and then I'll get into the traditional assets and all of your requests. Get your requests in right now, baby. Get your request in right now. All right, let's see what's going on with Tron. Because I did put out a call for Tron on the 4-hour time frame. It had a big old cup and handle on the 4-hour. What's happening, Tron? All right. This is the plan I had right here for Tron. Yes, it's in a downtrend, but that is a rounded bottom. And what do rounded bottoms do, folks? Talk to me in the chat. If you know my song, what do rounded bottoms do? And we also have POC confluence right there. It looks like a cup in the handle, right? Rounded bottom and the handle. That is a cup and handle. Green dot on the 4 hour. Honestly, the Tron trade still looks good. I got out because this 4 hour candle was red and losing the POC. But honestly, Tron looks good for the going. How about in the small time frames? 1 minute above the 200 MA, very low volume candles. Sorry. I do not like the 5 minute. It looks a bit like a bear flag. I just got to say, the 15 minute looks like a bear flag. It looks crazy. I do not like the way the execution layer looks. I got to be honest. I do not like the way the execution layer looks. But the 4 hour is a very overextended, and it has a reversal pattern. And we have the green dot, the green money flow still. It looks like it's about due for that pump. A bit high risk, I got to say, but I still like the Tron trade. I may get back into the Tron trade. I just don't know how Tron is going to react if BTC rolls over. I know BTC is very likely to potentially roll over. I'm going to leave Tron alone for now, but is anybody in the Tron trade? I like the trade. I think it's still a valid setup. Yeah, I like the Tron trade, but I'm out of it for right now. I just want to see what was going on with the rest of the market, and I didn't like the way this 4 hour candle was shaping up. You know what? 30 minutes. I'm going to wait till this 30 minutes is up and see how the next candle opens. Maybe I can get an even better entry, or maybe it'll confirm the bounce. I'm going to wait for 30 minutes for me to make a decision on Tron once the daily candle closes and the 4 hour candle closes as well. I'll come back to Tron, but Tron looks good. Cannon Gad says, I'm still in TRX. Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. The Tron trade looks good. It looks good. All right. Let's look at some traditional assets and look at your coins. Go ahead and spam the coins in the chat for me. Spam the coins, whatever coins you want me to look at. I'm going to start on the NASDAQ. Yes, starting on the NASDAQ here. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. The NASDAQ futures looks like is now closed. That's right, closed for the weekend. It is a Friday evening here in the U.S. NASDAQ futures now closed, but I can still see what it did before it closed. It looks like it came down to its local value area low. Can you see it? A low. Value area low came in very bearishly. Slight bull div though on the stochastics. Market Cipher B not agreeing. But yeah, we don't have much data on the NASDAQ. I mean, it was dumping when it closed. It was dumping and it was bearishly consolidating. Let me take a really quick look at gold. Gold is closed, but we can look at it on BitUnix. They do have a tokenized gold. We'll see if that market is open. But when it did close, look, it was pumping. Look at the 1 minute time frame. Amazing move there for gold. A look at the explosive move. Explosive West Coast. Hey, explosive West Coast-ish. Here's one in the back. Who know the lyrics to that one? Who know the lyrics to it? Put it in the chat. Yeah, exploding on that 1 minute time frame. Whoa, look at that 10 minute. Okay, gold getting bullish. Look at gold. All right. I see you strutting that stuff. Gold looking good on the small time frames. Maybe the beginning of a reversal. All right. Let's go to oil. What's going on with oil? I got an oil long going, guys. Oil looks like a double bottom to me. It looks like a reversal on the meso time frames. Look at that. Major bull div on the way down. Major bull div on the way down right there. Could we get a pop from oil? I'm in the money. Oh my God. What's happening in the casino? What is happening in the casino? BTC rolling over, it appears. What's happening on a 1 minute time frame BTC? Hold on. Let's go to the charts. Has this much happened since I looked away on BTC? Look, we're kind of falling a bit here, but haven't lost the 200 MA, the yellow line for BTC just yet in the 1 minute. Interesting. We had a little bit of a spill off, but nothing major, nothing to be concerned about. Anyway, let's get back to oils. Look at that oil. Oil looks like it's about to bottom there, and I'm in a current oil trade. This is the oil trade right now. I got an entry down here around 69.40, right? 69.41 was my entry. My stop loss was, let me pull up the 4 hour. The stop loss is now into break even. I have applied the anti-clapper. So this is a risk-free trade. I cannot lose here. My stop loss was around 68.53 below the lows. What made me want to get into this trade? Well, what made me want to get into this trade is this major bullish divergence on the 4 hour. You're going to hear me say that a lot. Divergence is the name of the game. Lower lows on price, higher lows on the momentum. There's a disagreement. When it's a disagreement, I usually listen to the momentum. The momentum is what's telling me which way, the chart is going. The price is a liar. Listen to me. The price is a liar. Okay, the price is the devil. You stay far away from the devil. Don't listen to the price. Listen to the momentum. Okay. In these type of situations, this is how I find bottoms. Okay. I find confirmed divergence, and I take a chance to put a stop loss below the lows. I get into profit, and then I put my stop loss into profit. And now this thing is getting to move up right now. Oil, let's go. Getting to move up. Let's go back to the small time frames again. There's the 15-minute. Look, oil getting above the 200 MA, made a bull flag, and now bouncing a low stochastics. All looks good for oil. All looks good. Fib Sniper says, a beautiful bull div on that oil call. Absolutely. I mean, I love bull div. You want to talk about rounded bottoms paying the bills, man. Bull div pays the bills. Let's go. So yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Let's see what a TP is. If you're curious, TP is way up here around $78, $79 for crude oil. I may take a partial or even close the whole thing early around 72. We'll see what happens. Yeah, risking nothing to potentially make $2,200. I'm pretty sure that's a 2,200 to 1 a risk reward ratio. Not even 1 to 0. Right, a 2,264 to 0 risk reward ratio. Let's go. All right, so those are my two trades and my two trades only right now, oil and Solana. We'll see what happens. BTC, let's see what you're doing, and let's see if we can find any other trades. I'm now looking in the chat for the coins. Spam the coins in the chat. You know what to do to get my attention to prioritize your requests. You know what to call me. I'm not going to repeat it. You know what to call me, or just simply send a super chat. If you send a super chat, it does help support the channel. All right. And I will prioritize your requests. I appreciate it in advance. And hit that like button for me if you can. Hit the like button if you have it. Let's go. Zen centers, Buddha emojis. Where the members at? Who got a gifted membership? All right. Let's look at Hyperliquid. Yeah. Somebody asked for Hyperliquid early. I see XMR out there. I see XMR. I'm going to write that down. I got two different lists, the normal list and the priority list. I see AVE. Get on the priority list. Agif says, clap daddy, please give me insight on Engine and Sin. All right, you go to the priority list. Engine and Sin. All right. All right, let's do Hyperliquid right now. Hyperliquid. Let's get some context. Daily time frame Hyperliquid. Let's erase the ranges, erase all previous trend lines and narratives. Start fresh on Hyperliquid. All right, daily time frame. What does it look like? Still kind of looks like it's giving me cup and handle still, but I understand it could just be a double top. Double top could dump you. Open-minded to both potential scenarios. Each can happen. But besides that, you're basically hugging the 21 MA. Look at that white line. You see the dynamic support rolling with it. Will you maintain that support and maybe get a push towards resistance? Is that a range as well? Is this a mini range we're in? Always ask yourself, what's the range, right? what is the range? That's what I asked myself. What is the range, and are we in the discount or are we in the premium? What is the dealing range? Is that the dealing range? It could be. Maybe we just hit a value area low. Maybe we should be looking for longs here, right? Maybe. I'm open-minded to it. Obviously, this was a great place to short. Have we bottomed out? Is it a good time to long? Let's see. We have to zoom in, but this is going to give us some context. I'll keep the lines there for now. We'll go to the 12-hour time frame. 12-hour time frame, respecting that line, but going sideways and expanding in volatility. Can you notice it? We're expanding in volatility on hyperliquid. That is a megaphone. That is a broadening wedge. It's bearish because it came from a bearish a trend, but you are at support and you got a lot of wicks there. It can go either way it wants to go, but by default, this is bearish and it could bring us all the way down here, right? Around 56 if it dumps from it. Let's zoom in from the 12-hour, go down to the 4-hour time frame. Here's the 4-hour. Nice. Look at that. Look at that move. Got above the 200 MA. The yellow line is fighting it right now. It's fighting it. This thing is either going to act as resistance or support. Right now, it is acting as a resistance. But if we can flip that thing to support, man, this could change the game for hyperliquid and get a move up really quickly to the value area high. Money flow red, though. The trend is extremely down. I told you we came from a downtrend and consolidating. Trend down. Overbought, very overbought. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. Here we go. Hyperliquid, a bit sideways. Green dot though. VWAP curving up a little bit. I can see heading towards the 200 MA. Forced interaction. Will you flip it? 5-minute time frame. Very small time frame here. Going sideways again. But look, bouncing from support. Hyperliquid is technically bullish on a small time frame. 1 minute, look, technically bullish in a small time frames. Had a small head and shoulders there. It did play out in full and now bouncing. Green money flow, green dot, a bit sideways, but still bullish. Careful that this is not just a chunky bear flag too, right? Well, I mean, we talked about that. We talked about the broadening wedge, but like, I can't ignore that. You know, it could be a chunky bear flag. I think it's still more like a wedge, but we'll see. That's hyperliquid for you. Back to Bitcoin, getting a small move up here in a 1-minute time frame. Bitcoin, are we getting a short squeeze? Holy moly. Okay. What's going on with liquidity? Look at liquidity. It's so tight. Liquidity is everywhere. 5-minute time frame, the 5. Here we go. The 5-minute time frame on liquidity. We are getting very close to the upside, starting to favor the upside, but you see the downside is still very prevalent and concentrated, but here we are heading to the upside. All right, BTC getting a small move here on the small time frames. Will this continue, and will this dump oil? All right. I'm not convinced that oil and Bitcoin are correlated right now. It's tough. I'm treating them like separate assets. I mean, generally when short in Bitcoin, it's been nice to long oil, but I don't want to take that for granted. I don't want to take it for granted. So I'm treating them like separate assets, like they are, and doing separate TA on each. If it happens to look like a good long for oil, I'm gonna long it. If it looks like a good short for Bitcoin, I'm going to short Bitcoin based on each individual asset. All right. What coins do you want? What coins do you want? What's going on, Zen Centers? Let me get in the chat. Let's pull up the chat. Good to see you all. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. I'm the Zen Master JP, live every single day in these charts. I got you. Make sure we got Bitcoin right here, front and center, and bring up the chat. Let me see those coins. 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 Welcome in, welcome in. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're brand new. If you've never been here, put a 7 in the chat. If it's your first time in the Zen Center congregation, put a 7 in the chat and step on up. Do you want to get saved today? Do you want to be saved by the Zen Master? Save you from your emotions, save you from your FOMO, save you from the clappage, okay? The clap daddy can prevent the clappage. Come on up if you're brand new to the congregation. Talk to me. Put a 7 in the chat. All right. All right, I need more coins, more coins. I need Zcash. Thank you, Zcash. We got XMR already. We got ICP. We got Pyth. We got Render. Yes, yes. Very, very familiar coins here. They said, bro, release the music. I got ALGO. Okay, perfect, perfect. Talk to me about Litecoin. Okay, LTC. If you want your coin prioritized, say, hey, Clap Daddy, can you look at my coin? Seriously, add that into your message, and then I will prioritize your requests, or just send a super chat very easily. Muhammad says, long or short Byco at Clap Daddy. Well, it got to be the same line, okay? You can't put a separate line. It got to be same line. Sean Head says, pass the Clapzen. Pass the Clapzen. I love that. All right, I think I got enough coins here. Thank you, community. We got some new people here. What's up, Ben FX? You got a membership already and you're new. Good to have you here. Welcome. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. All right. Krista G says, thanks, Clap Daddy, for Litecoin. All right. Yeah, I'll prioritize Litecoin for you then. Gotcha. Okay. Bitcoin getting a move. I'm open-minded. I said, hey, don't get too bearish, as this is a place to potentially take profit for Bitcoin, and we won't lose sight of the daily candle close in the just over 15 minutes. But I wouldn't be getting too bearish, as Bitcoin has already had a big fall. But I understand full capitulation could be right around the corner, but be careful of those divergences. All right, let's get into some coins now. I'm going to look at Engine, whatever that is. They said, can you look at this, Clap Daddy? So I'm looking at Engine. Is it ENJIN? Because Engine is not bringing anything. Was it this? ENJIN? 30-minute time frame, going a bit sideways, trying to come in contact with the 200 MA. 5-minute sideways. Chop suey. There's nothing happening with this coin. Oh, here it is. 1 hour time frame in a big downtrend. Could it make an inverse head and shoulder right there with a shoulder? That could be a head and a right shoulder. Let's go to the 12-hour. Here we go. 12-hour time frame could make a double bottom, but you're in a downtrend. Careful you don't put in a lower high and a lower high and a lower high. Bearish consolidation and bring it on down. Daily looks crazy, but could be support. That was a big move down. I got a feeling that's some type of 786 or something. Oh, wow. Look at that move. Wow, that thing is beat down. Could get a bounce eventually, but the trend clearly is down, and it may continue to be down. All right. That is Engine. Let me look at SYN, SYN. So this is that coin we were shorting, Legendary God King. Where you at? Shout out to my right-hand man, Legendary God King. We were shorting SYN. I think we made money off it, or it might have clapped us. I don't remember, but this is one of those coins that was just insane. It just had a huge move, entirely a ridiculous move. Muhammad Nasaj says, prove you're the Clap Daddy. That's hilarious. Daily big wick to the upside. Looks like a huge liquidity grab. Way overbought. Bring it up here. Way overbought. Stochastics and the RSI. Way overbought. Red dot. Looks like a short signal. Looks like it could be a short signal on the daily. Only thing missing is a red candle, but this daily candle may just turn red, or maybe the new one will turn red. Go to the 12-hour time frame. Here's some red candles, 12-hour liquidity grab. But look, is it just bullish consolidation? It looks like bear div, but could it be hidden bullish? Maybe it just makes a pennant and keeps going. Anything can happen, but huge hammer red candle rejection on the 12-hour there, followed by some sideways price action. 4-hour, here we go. It hasn't lost to 21. This is still technically bullish. All the bear div in the world doesn't matter if this thing keeps going sideways. You go up and sideways, that'll have you keep going up. That's a healthy bullish trend, believe it or not. 15-minute, absolutely sideways. 10-minute sideways, slightly down. Yeah, chop suey on the small time frames and nothing happening. That is SYN. Let's look at Litecoin. LTC, I got you. Litecoin, 10-minute time frame going sideways, but in a healthy consolidative pattern. That's pretty healthy and consolidate. And money flow improving to the upside. Green money flow and a green dot on Litecoin. 10-minute time frame, a very small time frame. Here's the 5-minute, same thing. How about that 4 hour? The 4 hour and the 5 hour, very similar. A green dot, is that a double bottom reversing right now? Breaking above the moving averages and making its way, potentially filling this gap. Litecoin appears to be a bit bullish at the local resistance right now. If you can get past it, you can see a quick move up to about 43.27 and potentially higher. Litecoin in that 4 hour time frame. How about the daily? Erase the narratives. Here's the daily. Let me guess. A bull div? Yep. Major bullish divergence like most of the coins here. There's a low. There's a low on price. It's telling you that you would think that would be bearish. But once you look at the momentum, you see a low and a higher low, potentially not confirmed. There's a low and a higher low, disagreement. When there's a disagreement between price and momentum, I believe momentum, but it's not confirmed unless we can get a bounce. Let's see. All right, erase. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Litecoin could bounce just like everything else. I would not mind putting a trade in right there for Litecoin. I'm sure there's a better entry on the small time frames. Once again, the macro time frame, the daily that I'm on is the time frame for context. We're creating context that tells us that this can bounce. And then you go to the 4 hour, find your setup, right? What's the setup? The setup is a double bottom, right? The setup is a double bottom with like two little wings here, right? Two little wings of support. Double bottom has a measured move just like that. Just measure one of the cups and break it out from the neckline. Fill that gap perfectly, 43. That's your measured move. So that's the setup. So you have the context, you have the setup. Now just go to that small time frame, the 5-minute time frame or the 1 minute, and find the entry, right? Get the execution layer. And the execution could be the consolidation, honestly. You could just say, hey, this is consolidating bullishly above the moving averages. That is bullish. Why is it bullish? Because if you flip it upside down with all I, that is bearish, right? Is that not bearish if you flip it upside down? Lost the moving average. That is a descending triangle. Lower highs equal lows. It just about that dumps. That dumps. If that dumps, this pumps. All right. That is a Litecoin for you. Let's get into some other coins that people may care about. We got the priority ones out the way. The people who called me Clap Daddy. That's right. The people who called me Clap Daddy. I did I did put the coins first. And let's go to Zcash. Zcash from the request list. This is a community alts, community request. I'm doing those requests for you. And keeping an eye on Bitcoin. Quick look at Bitcoin. Let's go back to it on the 5-minute. And just 10 minutes now to the daily candle close. Just 10 minutes to the daily candle close. We will see volatility either to the upside or downside when the daily candle closes in 10 minutes. But Bitcoin getting the move in those small time frames. That's the 5-minute exactly at resistance. Keep that up on the screen for a moment. And while I get the next coin, Zcash. All right, Zcash. There you go. I know we got you in the community alts, Zcash. There you go, Zcash. All right, how's it look on the high time frames? Speed TA, baby. Be faster, Zen Master. Be faster. It said Clap Daddy. Pyth. Okay, let me go to Pyth. I got Pyth on the list, a high priority list. All right, a daily time frame, a Zcash. It appears to be at support. Look, all those supporting wicks, right? Supporting wicks off that 200 MA. We bounced there before. We'll bounce there again or roll over. You got to be open-minded. Green money flow, a barely low stochastics daily time frame. And here's your 4 hour. The 4 hour time frame. Rounded bottoms. What? They pay the bills. That's right, baby. All right. Major divergence at the same time. I love the divergence there on Zcash. Can you see it? As price was going down, the momentum went up. Once again, that disagreement. that deviation. We're seeing it all over the place in the market. When there's a disagreement between the price and the momentum, who do you believe? That's right, folks. When there's a disagreement, when it makes no sense, when price is going down and momentum's going up, who do you believe? You believe the momentum. Bah! Hit that like button, baby. Hit that like button. I'm live every single day. I would never leave you. I would never leave you stranded in these BTC streets. Hit the like button, if you will. Appreciate it. Yeah, but rounded bottoms pay the bills, plus major divergence, plus a green dot, plus VWAP headed north. Look, in higher highs on the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, money flow even improving. Zcash make it a bounce, guys, and make it a bounce. Let's look at the bearish case. What could be bearish about this in a 4-hour time frame? I don't know. Is it just bearish consolidation? Is it a bear trend? Maybe that's actually some type of broadening wedge as well. But look, it's trending down to break up. It's trending down to break up right now. Lee says, fool think he's a minister. Well, I got to be a fool, though. Come on, let's go. They said, clap me, daddy, AVE. The name's not clap me, daddy. That is funny, though. That is funny. We'll put AVE on the list, on the priority list. Take it off the normal list and put it on the priority list. Gagan says, look at Venice, Mr. Clap Daddy. All right, well, let's put Venice in the priority list. We'll look at VVV. All right. Let's go. Small time frame. You need a small time frame on Zcash. Let's give you the 5-minute time frame. Okay, not too bad. Cruising above the 200 MA. I don't like the rounded top. Not in love with the rounded top or that move right there. Big rejection. It resembles an inverted Adam and Eve. What am I talking about? At Adam and Eve, it usually looks like this. You got Adam, you got basically a V joined by a rounded bottom. That is a Eve. Adam and Eve, a double bottom, usually pumps you. But what do we have here? We have the inverse. We have an inverse Adam and Eve, a double top. That's right. That's when you have a V upside down. And then you have a circle, right? A rounded top, a double top. That will dump you. So that is an Adam and Eve, inverse Adam and Eve, which has a neckline and a measured move, and it could dump you. Neckline is here. Neckline is here. You haven't even finished making the Eve yet. You know, this could dump a little bit more to the neckline and then give you a measured move. Or it could just not do this, right? It could just say, hey, Zen Daddy, F your patterns. I'm going to do what I want to do, right? So I understand that my patterns don't matter. But, if you backtest and see how TA plays out every single time, it's not exactly the way you had it in your mind. You wouldn't fade the inverse Adam and Eve. But I got to say, Zcash does look good on the higher time frames, but the smaller time frames, big move up, and it still could be bullish, right? You still are putting in higher lows. Is it just bullish consolidation, some type of ascending triangle, right? And make your way on up out of there. And look at the potential inverse head and shoulder as well. Look at that. 2 shoulders there. There's a head, there's a right shoulder, maybe just creating a second right shoulder right there for a bigger move up. Zcash on the 5-minute time frame. All right, we got Zcash out the way. Let me look at AVE. AVE had a recent really big move up. What's happening with AVE? Is it still moving up? Is it coming down? Give me the daily time frame for context. Just 5 minutes now. Just 5 minutes left in the daily candle. All right. Wow. Seriously, AVE? That is insane. 5. And that's what the daily candle looks like? Are you serious? AVE pulled one of those. What if this is just a perfect resistance, though, right? It's in a downtrend, popped up, support level, huge move up, just perfectly to the PLC, aka resistance in this case, and dump it. 5. Clap it down. Clap it down. I guess says clappy, flappy monk. 5. All right, I don't mean to be bearish, but I'm just saying, is AVE setting up for some type of disappointment? I don't know. It don't look like a place to get into a long to me. Maybe it's literally at resistance. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong though. Let's look at the smaller time frames. We're very far from the 200 MA on the daily right there for AVE, but very extremely bullish pattern. Let's go down to your 4-hour time frame. Look at that, just taking off like a rocket ship. Green dot, no, no red candles in sight for that, except for that very small doji, small compression candle. Compression followed by expansion. Which way do we expand? Will it be the downside? Possibly. You're very overbought. All right, small time frame, final time frame, 5-minute. AVE, how's the 5-minute bullish? After all that action, look at the 5-minute insane price action here for AVE. That is a bull flag. That is breaking out already. Money flow red, interesting, right? Money flow red, though, failing to put in a new high so far. But that's a breakout. That's a breakout. And I do even see an inverse right there, head and shoulder. Interesting. AVE is a bullish, even on the small time frames. How is it possible? AVE just exploding with bullishness. All right. I think I'm just about ready for the daily time frame. Let me go back to Bitcoin on the small time frames for now. We have a daily candle close in just about 2 minutes away. You take AVE off my list. I do have Pyth on the priority list. I have a Venice on the priority list. I have ICP, Render, ALGO on my normal list, as well as XMR. I'm gonna do XMR first though. XMR, ICP, Render, and ALGO on my normal TA list, and just Pyth and Venice on the priority list. All right, just about time for that daily candle close, but let me analyze the small time frames here. What's the 30-minute doing? 30-minute time frame could still be a bear flag on Bitcoin. We will see. We will see. Going a bit sideways and trending slightly up. Let me look at the casino. I'm hearing noise in the casino. I'm seeing some buys, but just 10 trades per minute. We're on a technical pull to the downside, but in a bullish condition, heading towards the supply zone. The supply zone looks very thin, but is it really? All right, is it really? Let's go to a trading different once again. The liquidity heat map source. You see me use this all the time. We have a 10% discount for the community. If you want to join Trading Different, is the best liquidity heat map source I've found. Better than CoinGlass, better than Bookmap. I love it. It's intuitive. You can add indicators, and there's so many different data sets and metrics here. Give them the link, Guy King, if you're here. We'll put it in the chat from the Nightbot, and it's also in the description of the video. Trading Different. I love it. So there's our liquidity to the upside. I would say liquidity now, officially favors the upside on the very small time frames. Even though we have all of this down here, look how close we are now. Proximity matters. Proximity matters. Momentum matters. The momentum is to the upside. And now we have a daily candle close. Yes, we do. We have a daily candle close. It is time, my friends. It is time. Let's get back to Bitcoin. And we'll go to the daily time frame. You got to forgive me. I don't have my gong. I don't have my gong here, but I do got to set it up. We just had a daily candle close for Bitcoin, and here it is. The daily candle, that's it right there. I give you about 5 seconds to decide if it is bullish or if it is a bearish. Tell me about this candle right here. Not necessarily the context, but just the candle alone. Is the candle bullish or is it bearish? And 5 and 4. Sip my water. And 3 and 2 and 1. It is. I call it bullish. I call it bullish. Turn this thing down. I call it bullish. Why do I call it bullish? I don't call the structure bullish. I call the candle bullish because, it is a green candle. It does have a big wick to the downside, right? It has a lot of support there. It has a wick to the upside too, but not as big as the downside. This tells me that the bulls were in control here, even though the bears really really tried to dump this thing. They tried to dump this thing down to freaking 40K, 30K. There is a bit of indecision. I'll take neutral as well, guys. I'll take neutral. If you want to say neutral, bullish, bearish, or neutral, we got to start adding neutral as an option. I'll accept neutral, or I call it bullish. I call it a bullish candle close. Right now, it's not a big body. It is small. It could say indecision, but to me, it tells me that the bulls were really trying to push this thing down to a macro dump, and the bears were trying to push this thing down to a macro dump, and then the bulls fought back. The bulls won the battle, but not by very much. Not by very much, baby. So this could also be tweezer bottoms now. When we put it into context, we got 2 wicks now, 3 wicks now to the downside. Tweezer bottoms potentially on the daily time frame. That could be a bottom, believe it or not. Okay, it could be a bottom. I'm open-minded to it. But now we will see volatility. We have a brand new daily candle. So we will see volatility. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Let's judge the 4-hour candle. How about this one? Bullish, bearish, or neutral, right? I'm going to say bearish / neutral. I mean, it didn't really lose any major level, but it is a red candle. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong damn candle. 5. This is the new candle right here. That's barely doing anything. This is the candle that just closed. Sorry, that's the candle that just closed. I'll call it bullish. I call it bullish. You can't call it too bullish though, right? I call it bullish to neutral. You know, the wicks are way bigger on the downside. You got a big body candle, not engulfing, and nothing of certain. But I mean, things could have been way worse, right? We're pretty much in the same range, and price did go higher. So I call it bullish to neutral on the 4-hour candle close. Yes. What else closed? Let's look at the 1-hour BTC. That looks bullish to me. The 1-hour candle close. Yeah, a beautiful hammer candle. Respected support. Love it. Oh, bring it back. How did the 30-minute close? 30-minute close. Bullish. Okay. How about that 12-hour? The 12-hour close. 12-hour, nice wicks to the downside. Look, green dot now on the 12-hour, the brand new candle. I call this one bullish. I called this last candle bullish, and look, it actually did engulf. Look, this is a 12-hour potential trade right here on BTC. Hold on. Did the Clap Daddy find something? Is this a 12-hour trade on BTC? Just an idea. Do not do this. And I lost my time frame. That was crazy work. Okay, it changed my asset. I hit the space bar by mistake. Hold on. Back to BTC, 12-hour time frame. There we go. Yeah, do not do this. Okay, guys, I'm just sketching. I like to sketch when I do TA. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? In the Zen Center congregation, do you see the Zen Master sketch trades? I sketch battle plans. I don't just get into trades. I sketch it out first. Okay, I strategize. Like, what if one were to put a limit order somewhere, I don't know, maybe in the middle of this candle, and put a stop loss at the bottom of these wicks, right? And then take it up to the next major resistance. This is the 12-hour time frame. Looks about bottomed out to me on the stochastics right there. RSI curving up as well. Green dot, money flow, very red. So it tells me the trend is down, but it could change. It's a lagging indicator. We got to take it into consideration. It's a lagging indicator, the money flow. But look at the VWAP. The VWAP responding. I've noticed like that VWAP divergence from the money flow is the beginning of the reversal a lot of times. I see the VWAP coming up, crossing the 0 line, green dot. This thing wants to push. What if you were to put a limit order somewhere in the middle of that candle, or maybe even at the bottom of the candle? I don't know, somewhere here, just expecting volatility. I'll keep it in the middle for now because I may even consider a right now entry. But stop loss below the wicks. And what's the next major resistance that we could put our TP at? I mean, we could use the POC, but then the risk reward is not that great. We could bring it up here above the volume gaps. Look, that's a 3.7 to 1 a risk reward ratio, getting out around 66K. But hey, if we get in that area, I'm willing to bet we see some type of V-shaped recovery, kind of a similar recovery to the way that we have dumped, right? Let me see here. Like, what if we do something like this? Right? Something like that. That happens. You see the gaps now, right? Do you see the gaps in the volume on the right? This could be an awesome entry to potential slow recovery and maybe a quick move up from the gap to about 72,000. And trust me, there is plenty of liquidity to support this happening. Plenty of liquidity to support that happening. And this could be the sniper entry. We are getting a move up here on the casino. Bitcoin heading to the supply zone. I'm liking the idea of the 12-hour trade. I've been liking the 12-hour. If you like the 4-hour, the 12-hour is 3 times better. Bye. Bye. Can I get the bars out there? Come on, give me the Buddhas, baby. Somebody give some memberships. Somebody buy a membership. I need you to have a membership. I need you to have a membership. I need you all the way over there to have a membership. All right, get a membership to the congregation. Okay. Okay. Bye. All right. Okay. So that would be like a 3.7 to 1 risk reward ratio right there. But look, imagine you get the bigger move to 71K, the big move. That'll be a 7 to 1 risk reward ratio, but really you should take it at the 200 MA, maybe around 71K. All right, there. Is this a bottom? Who would take this trade? I'm just asking you. Put a 1 in the chat if you would take this trade. Put a 2 in the chat if you would not take this trade. If this is a crazy trade, put a 2 in the chat. If you would take this trade, put a 1 in the chat. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. It said WorldCoin seems to be moving. We'll look at WorldCoin. We'll put it on our normal list, not the priority list. All right, all right. Rama says, I need everything. Steven says, hunting the trade. Me too. I'm hunting the trade, but I'm taking my time. You know how I like to do. Let me check on my trades. Oil. Whoa, oil is pumping. Look at oil. I'm up $325. It's moving. Come on, baby. Oil in the money. Look at the long. Look at the entry. Look at the entry on oil. This was a trade alert earlier today. So oil, let me get it. So oil and Bitcoin is pumping right now. Is that what's happening? You see what I'm saying? Do you see why I said treat them as separate assets? Can I get an amen in the congregation? You know, I can't just assume, that oil is going to dump if Bitcoin pumps and vice versa. Treat them as separate assets. Look at Bitcoin on a 1 minute pumping. Bitcoin is pumping. Look at oil going parabolic. Are you kidding me? They're pumping together. Zen Master, that's not supposed to happen. Well, F your narrative. Brian Romano says, I'm in the Lisa long. I love it. Casino going crazy. The casino going crazy. We got oil going crazy. We got Bitcoin going crazy. What is happening out here? Okay, oil is eating. Solana. Oh, looks like I got anti-clapped. I got anti-clapped. Did I get out of Solana at break even? Was that a good break even? Talk to me, chat. Talk to me, baby. It looks like the anti-clapper got activated on Solana. Was that a good move putting Solana into break even? Look, I actually made $5. I'm rich, baby. I made $5 on the Solana short. Nah, but seriously, this just prevented me from getting clapped. Okay, Bitcoin is pumping. The anti-clapper did his job and saved me. I'm not losing any money from the Solana short. Okay, this is how I manage trades. Even though it might have been a good entry, a good idea, F your idea, okay? F your narrative. I'm a Zen monk, baby. I have no narrative. My narrative is trees and waters and rivers and grass. My narrative is grass. All right, so I don't care about this, man. I don't care about if it goes up or down. All I care about is if I have the anti-clapper on at the right time and if I'm making money consistently. All right, casino going crazy, pushing up in the supply zone right now. Casino going crazy. My spot bags pumping, baby. My spot bags are pumping. Oh, man. All right, so I'm in one trade and one trade only right now is the oil long that is going crazy. I may take profit on it pretty soon, actually. I may take profit on it. But I like the idea of that BTC 12 hour. Let me go back to it. I'm looking at a 12-hour potential long, a swing long on BTC. Could enter around now, but I mean, this daily candle could give us some volatility. The brand new daily candle, green dot, low Stokes on a 12-hour. 4-hour bin had the green dot. But look, the 12-hour looks like it's just about to get started with major bullish divergence, right? AGIF says, so you own any grass coins, Monk? No, I probably should, huh? I probably should. All right. Let's see. I'm in no trade except oil long, which is cooking. I need a trade. I kind of like this BTC trade. I kind of like it, but I feel like this daily candle is adding unnecessary volatility and it not in the direction that I need right now to enter this trade. But who knows? Maybe it gives it a push. Maybe we get a Friday night pump for BTC. So I have a context, a macro context, right? I talked about breaking down the time frames from the macro, the time frame I'm on now, like those daily time frames, even 12-hour gives me context, right? The context is it could be a bottom. The context is a major bull div. That's the context. The structure should be like on a 4-hour. The structure should be on a 4-hour. And here's the structure. Look, lots of bottoms, a jagged, not perfect double bottom, and getting above the resistance. That's bullish for Bitcoin. I like the potential trade here. Even entry now is not perfect. Let's go down to the execution layer. Can we get a more perfect entry on this potential trade on like a 5-minute or 1 minute? You see how the 5-minute is kind of taken off, but we're not quite at a value area high. The 5-minute is taken off, but can I get a better entry? Let's look at the 5-minute range. I mean, the 5-minute range is like this. I hate to put so much weight on a 5-minute when it's really going to be a 12-hour trade, but if I'm looking for a sniper entry, like where can I get a better entry here for the long? I mean, ideally down here, right? That was a place to get in for a long. Is there a bullish setup? I got to say, I don't like the way this is trending up. That appears to be trending up to break down. I am wary of the daily open volatility. Does that make sense? Give me an amen. I'm wary of the daily open volatility, and the volatility seems to be pushing price up. But the kind of trade I want to do, I don't need a quick move up. I need a sustained move up. Can I get an amen? Once again, amen in the congregation. I want a sustained move up, and that may mean I need a sniper entry. This looks like it's trending up to break down. Maybe I can buy in at the bottom of the range. Maybe an entry down here, 58K. If they happen to dump price or somewhere near it, can I get an entry at 58K on the 12-hour? How would that look? Is that too low? Is that too low? I'm doing live strategy, baby. Live strategy. Oh, man, that would be catching wicks. I don't know. That's a little bit risky, especially that stop loss that close. I may be greedy here with the entry. I may be a bit greedy with the entry. Am I really trying to catch wicks and have my stop loss that close? I don't like the idea of it. I got to say, I like more like where I am now, or maybe even half the candle, like the original idea, right? Let's go back into the execution layer. Let's see how a half candle entry looks. So somewhere here. Okay. Break down, maybe get like a fib level if this thing breaks to the downside. Fib level up 618. There we go. We found confluence. That could be a sniper entry right there. 59,800. 59,800 for potential sniper entry for the bigger 12-hour trade. So that is my strategy. I'm putting my entry right around around 59,800. That is my patient entry for a potential 12-hour trade. I'm going to go ahead and lock that to the chart and erase the lines. And we'll see how this looks on other time frames too. Let's see how it looks. This is a potential BTC long, a swing long on the 12-hour time frame, but using the small time frames for a sniper entry. All right. I'll say this, though. It would be kind of nice to use that point of control right there. I may use that POC. In fact, let's make sure it's an accurate POC. Let's take off the VRVP, the visual range volume profile. Let's get rid of the fib real quick. Delete the fib. Let's delete the range I made, and let's bring up the fixed range volume profile. I really want to analyze the range. Put a 7 in the chat if you appreciate, my calculated, patient approach here. Just looking for a setup. Put a 7 in the chat if you appreciate me sharing this with you. Instead of keeping it to myself, I'm looking to see how I can profit from this market and do it consistently. Let's adjust the value area range just slightly. 95. That's a bit tighter. Can we get tighter? Like 90? All right, I've adjusted my ranges there. Value area high, low, and POC. I like the idea of getting into the POC. I know I just came up with a range right now, but that was based on one thing and one thing only. I think I would prefer a POC entry. If I'm not going to wait for the value area low, I like the POC entry right there. That's the most traded area. There should be support right there, right? Muhammad says, I appreciate you not showing Biko. Was it Biko? All right. I like that entry. Maybe like 59.4. Maybe one more move down, hit that POC, and then keep going up. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, recovery. Keep on heading up. We'll see. I'm not a complete bear today. I'm not a complete bear because we've been so bearish and we have divergences on the higher time frames that I'm open to swing longs. Open to swing longs on the 12-hour time frame, but using this 5-minute for a sniper entry. So I like what I got going on here. Let's go back to the 12 hours, zoom out. Okay, it will look like that. I like that because it kind of matches the bottom of the bodies of the candles. You see what I'm saying? Look, the bodies of the candles, I should find some support. And I did not, once again, I did not buy exactly at the candle open. It's too much volatility right now. I needed to come down, give me more volatility, come down, and then pop back up. We'll see what we can do. I like it. Green dot on the 12-hour. Potential trade here. Potential swing trade on BTC. I like the idea. Okay. Do you like it? Tell me you like it, baby. Tell me you like it. Give me the Buddhas. Give me the dollar signs. All right, we got a super chat coming in. Super chat coming in. $20. Okay. Thank you very much. Stephen Burton giving $20 says, always love the show and TA. Thank you, Stephen Burton. It goes a long way. I appreciate you showing your support with that super chat. All right. I think I'm ready to look at some other altcoins while I patiently wait on a BTC entry for this swing trade on the 12-hour time frame. But also, let's keep in mind this white line. Even though I'm taking a swing long, I'm still interested in a swing short on BTC. Zipmaster, what are you talking about? You can't swing long and swing short at the same time? Yes, I can. I can schlong it. Yes, I can. Based on different reasons. I'm interested in a swing long here. Entry at 59,424. Stop loss at 57,861. And a TP all the way up at 71,879 for a short squeeze. I'm interested in that. But I'm also interested in the resistance at 62,300 based on the weekly 200 MA here. If we come back up bearishly, retest and dump it, I'm interested in that short as well. I'll do both trades. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And they both will be into break even with the anti-clapper as soon as possible. And we got the legendary God King gifting 5 memberships. Are you serious? Let's go, God King. You are the man, my right-hand man, the man with the plan, the Rocket Man. You are the Rocket Man, legendary God King. My man is just as smart as a freaking a rocket scientist. He can literally calculate trajectory of like freaking rockets entering the the atmosphere. Seriously, this is my best friend here. All right. Market makers know how to trigger algorithm to set the green dot sometimes right before they reverse. I believe that. I believe that. That's why I never, ever, 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 ever believe just one indicator and one indicator alone. Five. All right, I gotta look at Pyth. Let me hurry up and get out of here. Look at AVE getting bullish. Okay, AVE. Nice. Let's go to Pyth. All right, we go Pyth. Tip of the time frame. I mean, it's our daily time frame. The daily time frame. Okay, getting a bounce. Maybe a higher low, but terribly bearish trend. Barely any type of bounce yet. But could it be rounded bottoms, pay the bills? Eventually, it's starting to attempt it, but nothing happening. 4 hour Pyth. Are you getting a move here that we can see? All right, small move here. All right, okay, 3 white soldiers. All right, green candles coming in, conquering the 21. The 4 hours a bit bullish, but a bit overbought on the stochastics, right? 5 minute time frame, small time frame, cruising on up. Look at that. Is that a blow off top? Bear flag potentially? I don't know. It's still a bullish trend, but red dot, high Stokes overbought. Money flow green, mixed signals here. Could roll over at any moment or explode. It'll do what it wants to do. Agent of Oblivion says that oil trade is printing. Is it? Let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah, up $300 right now on the oil trade. Not too bad. That was an oil trade alert much earlier today. Yeah, that's Pyth. And I gotta look at Venice. Venice is on the priority list. Here comes Venice. Prepare yourselves. VVV. All right, here is Venice on the daily time frame. Oof. What is all of that? All these trends here. Let's get rid of all these lines and circles. Delete it all. Love it. All right, Venice on the daily time frame and a retracement after a bullish move. Venice is one of the coins that's actually not in the bear market. This is not a bear market, okay, for Venice. This is a bull market for Venice. This thing is pumping. It came up. It had to slant it head and shoulders and look, retraced now in a bit of a bull flag or maybe even a falling wedge, whatever you want to call it. Bull flag, falling wedge. It is bullish consolidation. It is trending down to potentially break up. Green dot right now, green money flow, which is kind of impressive considering how much this has been coming down. So green money flow still low Stokes. Look at the tweezer of bottoms. Nice. Not completely confirmed, but it looks like a nice potential bottom for Venice, even if it makes a lower high like this. You see how this red candle came down, this green one came up, and then we had a lower high, and then we kept coming down. Could do the same thing. The tweezer bottoms could do the same thing, give you a move up, maybe hit the top of the pattern, lower high, and dump it. Or maybe a real reversal. Maybe it breaks out of the pattern, bullish retest, and makes its way up. Let's get rid of the patterns and go to the small time frame, Venice. Well, a medium time frame, the meso time frame, that looks like a bear flag. It looks overextended. It appears to want to fall over, but look, the momentum was shifting down, but then something happened. Like it was about to roll over, then something happened and exploded to the upside, but it may eventually roll over. High Stokes looks like a bear flag to me on the 4 hour time frame. And finally, a 5 minute time frame. Got above the 200, coming down now. Ugly flag, if you even want to call it that, but a rejection there. But double bullish cross. Could be making a bullish move in the small time frames. We'll see. Rounded bottoms do what? They pay the bills. BTC, what's happening to you, BTC? 1 minute time frame. Are you still pumping or are you dumping? BTC on the 1 minute. Here we go. Green dot on that 1 minute. Is that a lower, a higher low? It looks like a higher low to me. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat, baby. Shout out to everybody in the chat. How's it going? And how do I get that out of there? Okay, perfect. Yeah, BTC just cruising on up. Look. Big move, bull flag, dump, volatility, pump, bull flag, pump, bull flag, pump, bull flag, pump. Not too bad. BTC 1 minute time frame. Here we go. 5 minute time frame. BTC. All right. A little bit of bear div there. Careful. A little bit of bear div on the move right now on the 5 minute. But it looks like we're heading to the value area high unless we roll over first. We'll see. This could even be a bear flag on the 5 minute time frame. Believe it or not. Could that be a bear flag? Downtrend bear flag. Or maybe just a very extended, complex inverse head and shoulder. All right, more coins coming up. We looked at Venice. We got to look at Render. Let's bring up Render now. Looking at the altcoins. Here we are, Render on its daily time frame. Truth, welcome to the Discord. That's right. Give them the link to the Discord. Give them the link to the Discord. We have a Discord that we run that's a lot like a premium Discord, except it's completely free. That's right. Completely free. The Discord. We give trade setups and we help each other and we do educationals. We do live TA. Hell, we might do live TA after this. Right? We may do live TA just after this. I may be in the Discord hanging out with you on mic. You can get on mic. You can share your setups with me, share your screen. Collaborative TA we do often and just about every day now. So join that Discord, but do know I would never message you out of nowhere. There are fake profiles impersonating me, impersonating Dave and Rob. Okay, do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. I will not DM you out of nowhere. I will not try to sell you anything, ask you for anything, sign you up for anything. I will not DM you out of nowhere. All right, there are fake JPs that I'm banning all the time in the Discord. All right, let me look at Render. Render, is that a double bottom on the daily time frame for Render? Sure looks like it. What a beautiful potential trade there for Render. Let me just zoom out a bit. Okay, could still be a bear flag, but check it out, man. Look at the double bottom on Render. That's beautiful. Double bottom with a little bit of bull div. This one did technically put a lower low, but a higher low on the momentum. When there's a disagreement, right, between the price and momentum, I believe momentum. And price will follow. I like the idea of Render being in a double bottom. I would even be willing to trade that. I'll be willing to put a stop loss below the wicks, get in around now, and take profit somewhere up here. You can even take it to the top of the range. 4-to-1 risk reward ratio, getting a bounce from a double bottom with bullish divergence on Render on the daily time frame. Do you like it? Put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 if you hate it. Let's go down to your 4-hour time frame. Nice rounded bottom there. Heavy bull div once again, but increasingly red money flow. Lagging indicator, but the VWAP, once again, when I see a disagreement between the VWAP and the price, man, this thing wants to come on up. Look at the volume gap right there. 1.66 could be inbound, and then a $1.80 basically for Render could be inbound as well. Here it is, your final time frame, 5 minute, getting an explosive move and a quick sell off. Looks about a 786 retracement, maybe a 618. Let's see if it continues to get a bounce, or will it be a blow off top for Render? That is Render. Let me quickly look at ICP. They said oil is dumping. Is it dumping? Sure. Yeah, sure. Not, I want to call it a major dump, but yeah, you kind of got an equal high there. Is it a double top? Losing a 200 MA on a 1 minute time frame. Losing it on a 1 minute time frame. I would not panic about this though. Of course, some volatility is normal. I'm still in a oil long. The only trade I'm in right now. All right, BTC, back to it. I got to look at ICP. I'm keeping an eye on BTC in the background and also with the casino. We're on the current pull to the downside. Look, it was pulled to the downside, then pulled to the upside. Make sure it's live. Yeah, and there was pulled to the downside and then pulled to the upside and then pulled to the downside again. Demand is sitting around 37, well above the 0 line. 1 minute through the 5 minute bullish, the time frames, and just 14 trades per minute, very low volume and slow order book happening. And look at the demand zone now. Has the demand zone expanded? The demand zone is very wide. Can you see this box here? Very wide demand zone. It's kind of like the liquidity. And the supplies, oh, whoa, we got orders coming in, baby. We got clappings happening. We got clappings happening. What's going on? We got action coming in. We got sells. We got buys. We got clappings happening. Ah, make some noise out there, baby. Come on. Welcome to the casino. And is my computer dead back there? I need a screen. I got a black screen behind me. Let me see if I can fix that. Leave you at the casino for just one moment. If you need to see any coins that I've missed, go ahead and put it in the chat. Once again, if you're just getting here, tell me where you are from. Okay, I need to know where you are from and how long you've been here. Are you brand new? Have you been watching for a few days, a few weeks? Talk to me. Are you an OG subscriber? Let me fix my screen, put you on a casino, and I'll be right back. Let me fix that screen behind me. All right, I'm back. Bring up the cam, I'm back. All right, so apparently my computer decided to restart itself and install updates right behind me. Windows is the greatest, isn't it? Windows is the greatest. You know, just involuntarily installing updates and restarting itself. All right, let's go to small time frames. Bitcoin, what's happening right now? Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at that big red candle there, but just down to support. Nothing major. Nothing major. Could bounce at the 200 MA. It could continue to dump. We'll see. I'm looking for an entry. Some type of entry somewhere around here for a swing long on the 12-hour time frame. I like what the 12-hour looks like. I like the tweezer bottoms. I like the green dot. I like that the PLC is around 59,300. I'm looking for a swing long, but I want price to come down there first. And I want to see some type of bull div or some type of a reversal pattern in that area to confirm my sniper entry for BTC. All right. Awesome. All right. Let me look at, I think I was going to look at ICP. I never did. Let's look at ICP. All right, here it is, ICP on the daily time frame. Sheesh. ICP mighty bearish on the daily, I gotta say. Mighty bearish here on the daily, way under the moving averages, making a bearish consolidation patterns. But look, green dot. I'm surprised no divergence here, no bullish divergence. Looks a bit ugly to me, barely at support. Could one be risky and long it? I mean, it has nice wicks, but I do not like the market structure, and it's in a very bearish pattern. Here's the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour could do something. A little bit of divergence there, trying to round the bottom, trying to round it out. Green dot. Let's see what happens. Do we make it up to resistance at $2.46? That is to be seen. And your final time frame, there's the 5 minute. There's the 5 minute. Bullish in the short term, but now going a bit sideways and even retracing. All right, that is ICP. Let me look at ALGO. That's right, Algorand. ALGO should be here in the community alts. I don't see it. Make sure we add it. ALGO. All right, Algorand. Let's take a look at it. Here we go. Algorand on its daily. What does it look like? Bearish, very bearish. But is it at support? Yes, it is. Is that a support level? It could double bottom. This could be a very sniper entry potentially for Algorand if it makes a double bottom on the macro. Not guaranteed to happen, but hey, look at that. No confirmation whatsoever on a bounce. How about on the 4 hour? Still no confirmation of a bounce. Still lower highs and even lower lows. This thing is just free falling, but trend down to potentially what? Break up. We'll see what happens. Algorand is not in the bear flag. That's a good thing. The fact that it's not in a bear flag leads me to believe that this could break up. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. There's the 5 minute getting rejected. Getting rejected from the 200 MA so far. Looks a bit bearish to me. Careful. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin. Back to Bitcoin on its 5 minute time frame. Did we get a bounce yet? Small bounce on the 5 minute, respecting the 200 so far. But notice how the 200 is starting to point down. All the other moving averages starting to point down a bit. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. It's in an uptrend on the small time frames, and there's a possibility of a macro low. We could be at a local low, maybe to make another macro lower high. It can happen. All right, that's ALGO. Let's look at XMR. A lot of people have been asking about XMR. Let's look at XMR right now. And this should be on the community alts. A lot of people ask about XMR. Let me make sure it is a part of the community alts. XMR, USDT. And we'll put it on. Which one of these exchanges to use? Hopefully this is good. All right. All right, here's the daily. I'm looking at everything on the daily, the 4 hour and the 5 minute. I think that's the time frames that matter. Here's the daily time frame. Could be somewhat of a double bottom. Green dot, low Stokes. Could it get a bounce? Yes, it may. You never know. Major bullish divergence. Okay, 4 hour. I like what it's doing. Slightly trending down to potentially break up. Now at resistance. Look at the gap ready to get filled if BTC gives it the green light. XMR, aka Monero. I can see a quick move up to a 340. That's right. I can see a bullish move to 340. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could happen. 5 minute was bullish, but look, starting to spill. Still technically bullish. Look, lower, higher lows, consistently higher lows. Consistently higher lows here. Are we just close to the next low, right? Just come down here, bounce, keep on going. Bounce, keep on going. Just keep the uptrend going. Sustain the trend. All right. Anon says, Soul, clap daddy. I got you. I'll look at that right after WorldCoin. I'll put that as a priority because you called me clap daddy. Soul. All right. All right. That wraps it up for XMR. Let me look at WorldCoin. Here it is, WorldCoin on the daily. How's it look? Definitely a bearish candle close for WorldCoin today. It's been in retracement mode for a while on the daily. Many days of downtrend, many days, 30 days and 30 nights. But we shall overcome. WorldCoin shall bounce. It will get above the resistance on the daily time frame. I'm kidding. I don't know what is going to happen, but it is in a downtrend on the daily. Well, let me say retracement. Let me make sure I use proper proper vocabulary here. It is in an uptrend. Is it in a retracement? It's in a deep retracement. That looks like a 786. That's very deep retracement. Debatable where you even want to draw the fib from. You could draw it from here. That'll give you a perfect 786. You could draw it from here, which will make it more like 100% and not even and not even bullish anymore. All right, not even bullish anymore. Literally lose that 100% level. You've retraced too much. You've retraced too much. Dion is fresh says the Clapinator. I like that. I like that. I love it. I love it. Love it. Damien says ADA worth a play. I'll put ADA on the list, and I think it is worth a play. In fact, I put out a trade alert for Cardano, high risk. I think, an emphasis on I think. We got to look at it. I think that's still valid. We'll take a look at ADA. You could still be in the trade. I got out just because, I mean, it's risky business out here. I've been putting my anti-clapper on, so I've been getting out of a lot of trades at break even because of the uncertainty. But yeah, WorldCoin in retracement mode could be a 786 depending on how you draw your fib. Some might even draw the fib from way back here and say that, hey, we're at the 50% and the 618 is actually at the 200 MA. That's double confluence. If you were looking for a bounce, I would look for there, honestly. Bounce right there. Bounce for me, baby. Bounce for me. It could potentially bounce there. Let's go to the 4 hour. Here's a 4 hour time frame. This is the structure and setup time frame. And what is the setup? The setup is the bearish cross of the 200 MA and heading down far. Will it want to come back up and retest? Maybe even bearish retest. It looks horrible on this time frame. I got to say, very bearish. Look at the red money flow. This tells you, yes, you might get a bounce, but maybe just a lower high. That looks incredibly bearish for WorldCoin on its 4 hour time frame, even with the green dot. 5 minute time frame, losing it. Bearish on the 5 minute. WorldCoin looks crazy, absolutely crazy. Look at the rounded top, small time frame, looks insane. WorldCoin. All right, that's WorldCoin. I pretty much caught up on all coins here, believe it or not. I'm running through it. Am I doing a good job going through the coins? Let me know in the chat. Seriously, let me know. And if you're just getting in, welcome in. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. And this is the Zen Trading Zone with the Zen Master JP. That's right, ZTZ, the Zen Trading Zone. Live every single day. I'm narrating the market and helping build a bias from nothing. I am a Zen master, all right? I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I am a monk in the chair. All right, liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound.
Attention, trade alert.
All right. Well, look for some trade alerts. We'll look for some trade alerts. There got to be some scalps we could do. I like to do some fun scalps sometimes, but honestly, my style, if you haven't noticed, I like those 4 hour time frame trades. I like those medium time frame trades. I like those macro trades. I do want to find some small time frames for us, okay? Aga says, nice long on world, just taken, thanks. All right. Mr. Pab says, great job. Jose says, look at Soul. I got you. They say Ave. They say Tau. I got you. Ave, Tau. We got Soul coming up. And Cardano. Gotta look at Cardano, but let's look at Soul first. There we go. Bring it up. Soul. The Soul Daddy. They call me the Soul Daddy. 5 minute time frame. Pretty freaking bullish on Soul. Look at the 5 minute. It's been cruising. But is this just a bigger bear flag? We'll zoom out and see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. I think I shorted Soul. around, when did I short it? It was on a 15. It was on a 4-hour time frame. Wait, did I get clapped out of Sol? I think I did. I think my anti-clapper took me out of Sol, which is unfortunate because it looks like the play is still going to play out here for Sol. How's Sol look? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Look, it came up, took me out in a 1 minute time frame. Came up, took me out, but the play is still valid for the short. Interesting. Not took me out as far as like my original stop loss, but just my anti-clapper. It took me out via the anti-clapper once again, which is unfortunate because it looked like it was still valid. The 4 hour still looks like a dump to me on Sol. There's no red dot on market cipher B, but look at the rejection at the 200 MA and no red dot yet, no red dot, but it looks like a rejection to me. So I don't mind potentially getting back into the Sol short. It's okay. I lost no money. I actually made $5 on that short, but I may get back into the Sol short. It looks like it's going to play out. Let's go to the daily on Sol. So the daily looks like this. And I had it in this bearish consolidation. It still looks pretty accurate to me, but let me just delete it all for a moment. I want to do a fresh analysis on Sol. Fresh analysis on Sol. Forget your narratives. Zen Master, talking to myself. Forget your narrative, Zen Master. Let's get Zen for a quick moment. All right. Work on the breathing, work on the breathing. No anxiety, baby. No anxiety, no bullishness, no bearishness, just monk in the cherishness, okay? I'm ready to get in these charts. Let's do the analysis on Sol on a daily time frame. Okay, so we had a big move down. We had a double bottom. The double bottom broke out in full. Now in retracement mode, what I'm seeing now is this. And this is why you got to refresh your narratives, okay? I refresh my narratives every time I look into the charts, every single day. I don't care if I was bullish or bearish the previous day. But now I'm seeing this. That's a big change. Let me get an amen in the Zen Center congregation if you believe this is a big change. Let me get an amen if you believe I'm truly being objective in these charts here and not just looking for the bearish narrative. I'm looking for all narratives. I'm trying to see which narrative has the most probability. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Is this now bullish for Sol? A W and a double bottom broke out. Now we have somewhat of a handle and somewhat of a flag. That could be a bull flag. That could be a bull flag right there. Believe it or not, for Sol is trending down to potentially trend up, right? Break up. Trend down to break up is what I preach, but it's also in a channel and it's in a range. We're now at the top of the channel. That's why I was shorting it earlier, because of the top of the channel. And that's why I may still short it while still being bullish on it. It's kind of bull flaggish, but we're at the top of the channel. So I wouldn't mind shorting it again right now, just to the bottom of the channel, and look at the confluence of the POC, right? POC could bounce it. That could be an entry for a long, right? Long entry, take it to the top of the channel again. This is a daily time frame. So these are big moves. This is like, serious moves here. I don't know. I like the idea of the short still. If you like the idea of the short, say, I like the short. If you like the idea of just longing it, it's a bull flag, long it. Just say that. Say, I like the long. Talk to me. Talk to me. We're looking at Solana on the daily time frame. And I'm missing my water. Let me get my water. I need some type of liquid over here. We'll keep the analysis on Solana going. Just one moment. I'll bring you to the casino. Will we have a pull to the downside still, but demand now curving? Could it be going to the upside and still to the supply zone? Just give me one moment. All right, let's make it happen, Captain. Let's make it happen, Captain. And look who wants to say hi. Jackson wants to say hi. Hey, Jackson. Say hi to the people. Look. Say hi. Hey. And here you go. Here's the man in the house right here, Big Jackson. What's going on, man? Ready to help me scout some some scalps? Are you trained to sniff setups? Are you trained to sniff setups, Jackson? He's a good boy. All right. Let's get into these charts. Get into these charts, man. And let him out of here. Fire! All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So this is Solana on a daily time frame. It looks like a bull flag to me, but we are at the top of the range. We got to take it into the consideration. I'm thinking about shorting it. I did earlier, but I got out of break even. I may get back into a short here on Solana, and it will look something like this. Would it look something like this? Wow, is that really a 4.5 to 1 risk reward ratio on Solana, shortened just to the bottom of the flag? I like the trade. Do you like the trade? Just short the bear flag. And also, this is a range too, isn't it? Let's draw a range. Let's give ourselves a range. Here we go. I'm not using the wicks, just using the bodies there. Put it at the bottom of the range. There we go. Bottom of the range there. Hell, we could take this to the bottom of the range. Maybe the flag expands, right? 7 to 1 risk reward ratio. Interesting. Do you like it? Do you like it? Talk to me, Zen Centers and the congregation. Could I get an amen if you like the Solana short? Could I get a you are crazy clap daddy if you don't like it? Fa. What's going on, people? Have you hit the like button yet? Could you kindly share the stream? Can you share it on X? Can you share it on Facebook? Share it to your crypto community. Share it to your gold community, your Forex community. We can look at anything you want to look at. I like doing the this thing, this thing, using my hands. What's up? What's up? I see you in the chat. What's up, Kamal? What's up, Lito? Lito, you want to do some live TA after this? Who wants to do some live TA after this? Put a 1 in the chat. That's right, live TA in the Discord. A live TA in the Discord. Share our screens, share our narratives, teach each other, show us indicators. We had people showing excellent strategies yesterday. We had people showing automated strategies. We had people showing Forex strategies, gold strategies, just beautiful strategies were being shared yesterday. This is gold information, and it is free. Let's share the Discord again, God King. Let me bring up the Discord. Yes. Let's share the Discord. It's like a premium Discord. And we have the live TA channel. Look right here, live TA voice channel. You can't see because I'm in the way. Screen. There we go. Live TA right there. Go to voice channels and go to live TA. Oh, I just joined it. I wasn't supposed to do that. No. Microphone access denied. Get me out of there. All right, I'm out of there. I was not supposed to join that. All right. But yeah, join the Discord, completely free. We'll give you the link in the chat. All right, look at Bitcoin 5-minute time frame. We have not dumped, guys. We have continued to come on up. I got to take a look at liquidity. What's happening with liquidity? And here's my face again. What's happening with liquidity from trading a different? We're favoring the upside more and more. It looks like 60,871 may be possible. Maybe possible. Let's see. That's right. Let's do some live TA after this. Let's do live TA after this, baby. Now help me with TRX. All right, yeah, let me look at TRX since I gave out a call for that earlier. And we'll also look at Cardano. I gave a call out last night for Cardano. So let's look at TRX really quick. Actually, I got it right here. 4 hour. Look, we got a red candle again. All right, so 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour close somewhat bullish for Tron, the actual close candle. But look at this current candle. Oh, wow, it went way down there. That would have been a nice entry again. I'm kind of mad I missed that. But this could turn bullish. Let's see the small time frames for Tron going a bit sideways in a small time frame. I'm not in love with the small time frames for Tron. I got to admit, that looks like a bear flag to me clearly. Bear flag, roll over. Do not like the small time frames for Tron, not one bit. But I do love the 4-hour. Look at that. Classic bear flag rollover behavior. It may go lower, but look at the 4-hour. The 4-hour, had that beautiful rounded bottom and the cup and handle. Just cup and handle reversal. It's at support. It has a PLC there. So much confluence. Green dot. Look, the money flow still very green. This thing likely gets a bounce. Look, and it has a bounce so far. But is the bounce just a bear flag? Is it just a bear flag, right? Just enticing you in to dump it again. It's a bit risky, but the larger structure, the context layer, right? The macro tells us that this should be a bounce. That's Tron. I don't know what's going to happen for sure. Let me look at Cardano. I put out a call for Cardano. How's Cardano looking right now? That's right, Cardano. A lot of people hating on Cardano, but I believe Cardano may be one of the best opportunities in the game right now. That's right. Here it is on a 4-hour time frame. Cardano. Is it a double dot? Sorry, a double bottom. Is it a double bottom and gonna make its way up? Look, Cardano above the resistance. That thing looks like it's about to push. I'll put out a call down here somewhere for Cardano. You could be in the Cardano long right now and taking the big macro move. Let's go look at the Discord. Look at the Cardano call I made in my Zen trading zone. That's right. This is my Zen trading zone here where I give you the setups. Look, I gave you the setup on oil. During the show. And also here is, the Cardano one. And I always be very honest with you too. I'm never like, this is going to work out. This is 100%, a winner. Nothing is guaranteed. I always warn you. If you think I'm honest with the way I give you trades and I warn you, put a 1 in the chat. Look at, I say everyone. I added everyone. I said, trade alert.
Attention, trade alert.
I said, trade alert. High risk, right? High risk. You will get clapped. Hold on. I need that to stop to finish. Okay. I said high risk. I said you will get clapped. You will get clapped if BTC rolls back over right now. But ADA, right? Cardano 4-hour swing long from heavy bullish divergence. That was the play right there. Look, it was heavy bull div with some nice wicks there. Looked like a potential high risk entry. And if you took that trade, you're in the money right now. Believe it or not. That's right. That never got stopped out. You will be in the money and in a good position for Cardano to get a macro move. Okay. So shout out to anybody in that trade. I'm not even in the trade. I'm not even in the trade no more because I have put my stop loss into break even. That's right. My stop loss in the break even. And I believe I got clapped out, at no loss. But I am considering getting back in this thing. If this wants to continue to go sideways and consolidate, we improve the money flow. We don't lose support. This is still a valid trade. I love these divergent trades. It's the best trades I come across. It said TRX engulfing. Is it really? Is it really? They say, are we taking this short, JP? Not yet. I'm not. You could do what you want, but I can't tell you what to do. I got a patient entry. I'm a patient monk, okay? But seriously, ADA could do something like this. It's the most slept on coins that really make the most gains. Anybody agree with me? Talk to me in the chat. It's when everybody is, excuse my language, shitting. When everybody's shitting on the coin, that coin is usually the one that's gonna melt faces eventually. Okay, you remember everybody was firebombing the Tesla facilities and keying Tesla cars and showing Elon hate. Do you remember that? And during the tariffs, and then did you see what happened with Tesla? Did you see that Tesla made a huge recovery? Sometimes you gotta root for the underdog and to get the real gains. ADA is the underdog right now. All right. there will be a face melting pump eventually on ADA. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. Or it cannot happen. I'm okay with any result it chooses. All right, we looked at ADA. We looked at Sol. We got to look at Tau. We haven't really looked at Tau today. Let's see what Tau is doing. Here we go, Tau. 4-hour time frame. Looks like it's trending down with heavy divergence to potentially trend up. All right, lower low on price, low higher low on a stochastics. This could break Tau up. Not guaranteed, not confirmed. What was that daily looking like? Daily looking crazy, but look, but it's coming up higher low. Can we continue to? Is it a chunky flag? Also, check it out. That daily time frame, is that a chunky bull flag? Highly volatile, but it is a range. Are we in the middle of the range and heading down, maybe for a bounce around 172 and then back up? Just an idea. We already looked at the 4-hour. Let's look at the small time frame now, the 5-minute time frame. Tau. Yeah, doing a bunch of nothing, going sideways. Could be some type of inverse, but going sideways and just interacting with the moving averages. Nothing much happening on the small time frames for Tau. All right, back to Bitcoin. Here we are on the 15-minute time frame, going sideways. The market is going sideways now. Slow pump and somewhat sideways. Is this making the head and shoulder on the 5-minute? BTC. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see. We looked at Tau. They want me to look at AVE again. Let's look at AVE. Bring it up here. AVE. Oh, Solana looked like it's about to take that crap. Look at it. What was I waiting on again here? What was I waiting on for the entry on Solana? Hold on. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. What does the 4-hour look like? Yeah, the 4-hour is valid, man. I'm surprised they didn't give us a red dot yet. I'm really surprised. Oh, you know what? I do have a Solana trade still cooking. Oh no, it got stopped out. I got to open up a second account. I have a sub account. So guys, I'm of the mind that you should have multiple accounts. And on BitUnix, they do allow you to have sub accounts. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 different accounts. I'm going to have my macro account, my meso account, my like medium time frame account, and also my micro account. Micro for the scalps, macro for the bigger trades, where I let ride, and medium time frame trades as well. Because sometimes, you know, you get stopped out of trades that you really should have kept running, right? But at the same time, you want to take profit. So consistently take profit on the micro, maybe leave the meso a little bit further back. And then the macro is just a mega trade. Leave that open until you get to the critical macro levels. So I highly recommend that. That is a feature on BitUnix. BitUnix is the exchange of choice here on this channel. You do get a 20% deposit bonus with BitUnix. God King, give them the link. I want to make sure you have the right place to trade and you get taken care of. And give them that link, baby, for BitUnix. There we go. 20% deposit bonus up to $2,000. Okay. If you deposit $2,000, you get $400. You do have to trade once, and you do get a complimentary VIP2 upgrade, you know, for everybody who deposits for 1 month. And you get trading volume bonuses. That's right. 500K in volume get you $40. 5 million, 400, 30 million, 2,400. That's right. This is active now until July 18th. Give them the link. You have to sign up with our referral link. And we appreciate it. It does support the channel. All right. Bitcoin kind of going sideways. Solana looks like it's dumping a bit. Why? Oh, I would like to get an entry on the short here on Solana. Let me just take a quick look here. I like that. Even the 15-minute looks shortable right now to me. Higher time frames, higher time frames, higher time frames. The FA. Look, the FA has a red dot. Yeah, I may have to get in on that short right now on Solana. I like it. The FA tell me red. Wait, what happened to it? It was just there. They got rid of the red dot. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What's happening on the 1 minute for Solana? Bearish consolidation under the 200 MA, 5 minute time frame. Big uptrend, but look, that looks like a blow off top to me. And that looks like this thing is going down. I'm willing to speculate, Solana. I'm willing to speculate. I'm willing to short you on the 4-hour time frame. I think I'm gonna get in now. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get in on the Solana short. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good for the short even still. Might as well take a chance. All right, let's set it up. This will be a trade alert. This will be a trade alert, but let me just check BTC. Going absolutely sideways right now. Absolutely sideways. No major action for BTC, but liquidity is starting to favor the upside. Take a look at that liquidity favoring the upside, but look at the downside liquidity. You saw how easily that can come down. Yeah, I feel like I just got to put in the head short anyway. I hold so much Solana. I feel like I just got to short it anytime it's at resistance, just in case. Just in case, right? Old Sider says, BitUnix is trash. No, sir, you are trash. Fa! I'm joking, but seriously. Okay. BitUnix are my people, all right? Don't be talking like that. All right, let me look for Solana. Set up the Solana trade now, see what's going on. Enter right around now. Stop loss at 74.11. TP down at 60.87. Take profit early. It's basically a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio. Let's go ahead and put in the numbers. Give me the numbers. Give them the numbers, God King. Stop loss at 74.22. TP at 60.81. Just about. Rough numbers, rough numbers. Limit last, limit last. Get in right now. Let's risk some money. Let's risk some money. 300 for about 1,500. I like the numbers. All right, open short. This is the trade alert.
Attention, trade alert. Trade inbound. This is not financial advice.
That's right. Never financial advice. Make your own decision and take responsibilities for your own trades. I'm shorting Solana on the 4-hour time frame because it is at resistance at the 200 MA and also looks like a bit like a bull flag at the top of the range. We'll see. I'm now short. My entry was right now, basically, so you can still get in if you want to. If you want to take responsibility for your own trades. Entry right now at around 71.63. My stop loss is at 74.24. Tight stop loss. And my TP is at the bottom of this mini range we're in. That's around 61.04. That's right. I'm in the trade and in the money. Let's see where it goes. 5. Do you like the Solana trade? Put a 1 for yes and a 2 for no. Talk to me, Zen Centers and the Zen Center congregation. Do we have any new members? Come to the front, okay? Say hello. If you see any new members, say hello, all right? Greet your neighbor. Greet your neighbor. Tell them, welcome to the Zen Center congregation. We don't FOMO here, okay? We embrace our emotions, but we do not allow it to control us. Amen? Amen. All right. I'm in a Solana short. We'll see what happens there. I'm in a Solana short and oil long. That's right. Oil long and strong. A God King. I know you're probably looking at my screen like, raise that stop loss. Raise that stop loss, right? I should probably raise the stop loss here. Why not? Why not secure some profit? Can I secure about $200 in profit? Hell, bring it up here. Let's secure $250 in profit. Profit secured. Let's go. We got the profit secured, baby. About $250 in profit for oil secured on a 1 minute time frame. If this comes down, it'll just take me out, and I'm okay with it. But let's secure the profit on oil. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. All right, profit secured. Secured. Profit is secured. All right, let's look at the Solana. Let's see what happens. It looks dumpy, man. It looks dumpy on a 4-hour. I'm surprised they haven't gave it the red dot yet. I really am surprised. But I'm in the trade. I'm in the trade now. Now in the short. Have you taken the Solana trade? Did anybody take that trade? What trade are you in? Are you long or are you short? Talk to me. Legendary Gun King says, I'm taking profit 2 times on that trade. 5. Okay, House says, I'm in. Akuki says, Bud went from a monk to a preacher. 5. We're just having fun. We're having fun. Dionis Fresh says, I may take that trade. I just may take that trade. Okay. Little Boom. Hello. Welcome in. Everybody welcome in from around the world. Is anybody from a country that I would not expect? Talk to me. Who's from the most remote place in the world? Who has to walk like 10 miles to get to civilization? Who has to drive 1 hour to get to civilization? Where's the most remote person here? Is anybody on a boat? Is anybody in a boat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? Is anybody connected to Starlink on a sail ship and watching the podcast? Talk to me. Brownies, is it Bovine says LCX? Talk to me. I don't know. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Let's get back to Bitcoin. Get back to Bitcoin. What's happening on the 30-minute time frame? The 30-minute. We got a red dot on market cipher B. That tells us we should be seeing an ebb and flow to the downside. Money flow undecided. Look, red to green. Money flow undecided, but now flipping green technically. Chrisabo says Hawaii. We got Philippines. We got India. Who's on a sailboat, baby? Come on. Anybody on a sailboat? Lie to me. Lie to me. 5. Sweden, Netherlands, Ukraine, but now in Guatemala. Have you fled the war? JJ says, I'm going to wait a bit for that soul short. I feel you. There's always a better entry. Always a potential, a better entry. Aga says, nice bull flag on 30-minute of Sol. I wouldn't be surprised because I did point out the fact that there could be a bull flag, right? Anybody remember me point out the fact that it could be a bull flag, right? Right here, right? Nice bull flag potentially on Sol. Maybe it looks more like this, right? Or maybe you're talking about a smaller bull flag, but I did point out a bull flag, but I did also point out that we've hit the top of the flag. We've hit the top of the flag in confluence with resistance on the 4-hour time frame. Could bring Sol down some, just enough to make some profit. I'm not saying a short it to death, but maybe short it to the bottom of the range. I like a short in the top of the range and taking profit at the bottom of the range, long at the bottom of the range, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know what I mean? All right, lost the chat. Bring it back up. Bring it back, then stop. What? Just drop it like it's hot. It says, what do you think about BTC? I think it's an awesome asset. That's what I think. Somebody said, I'm from outer space. TC says, a boat in hub. Hey, Bahamas. Let's go. Are you on the boat right now? Somebody says Yemen. Somebody says Komodo Islands. Morocco. We all around the world. Yes, let's go. Sincere says, I'm still in Solana short from earlier today. TP 1 hour, 200 MA. Okay, nice. Stacked Sand says, I live in my boat with Starlink. LMFA. Come on, seriously? Stop calling me out. I'm currently moored near Vancouver Island. Are you being serious, Stacked Sand? Are you joking? Are you just saying that to make me feel cool? Are you saying that to make me excited? I want somebody listening to me in a boat, okay? I want somebody to be on the water and watching me on YouTube. Are you telling the truth, Stack Sand? I'll be looking in the chat. Muhammad Madumar says, trade, sell, or buy. Trade, sell, or buy. I think it's always hilarious that people just come in like, buy or sell. Give me trade now. I want trade now. Buy. You know the Zen Master don't work like that. You know I don't work like that. You know I take my time. You know I'm patient. Okay, and I did give out a trade alert, though. I gave out a Sol short, and the Sol short right now in the 4 hour. We'll see what happens. Aga says, little island in the Wadden Z called Amland the best. Okay. Scalpageisha says, I work on a cruise ship. Are you serious? Are you on that ship right now, Scalpageisha? Are you on that ship right now? Fib Sniper says, I walk 25 miles to the Australian outback barefoot every day to be here. I love it. Come on, man. Hey, Slim Sky says, middle of the Amazon forest. Are you serious? Are you naked right now? Are you around the are you naked in the forest? Are you naked and afraid? Scalper Geisha says currently on the open sea in the Gulf of Mexico. You got to be kidding me, Scalper Geisha. You're lying. Scalper Geisha, are you serious? Are you on the water? Are you in the Gulf of America right now? Are you in the Gulf of America watching YouTube? Who's on the boat? I'm on a boat. All right, Solana's doing what I expected so far, but what I expect doesn't matter, right? It could do whatever the hell it wants. It could just be making another bull flag, right? Look at that little bull flag. This could be another bull flag and stop me out. Anything can happen. Look, mini bull flag, or is it the top? Do we have some bear div? The slightest amount of bear div on that highest move up. Interesting. All right, bring this back up. And if BTC pumps, you know Solana will pump. We'll see. All right. Shoulda, woulda says, get in the Discord and show us. Are you talking to the people that said they're in the boat? Yeah, seriously, show us the open sea in the Discord. Good idea. Sultan Saul says, yo, JP, we probably know some of the same peeps. Are you sure? You mean in Vegas or in Jersey? Where will we know some of the same peeps? I also know some peeps in Texas. All right. It said, what's the TP? The TP what? Of the Solana trade? Okay, I'll show you. TP, the Solana trade is 63.29. Of course, you could take profit early. That is my Solana TP. Based on a 30-minute, I understand it could be a bigger bull flag and it could break out. I could get stopped out, but hey, to me, it looks like a top of a range and we may get rejected. I'm willing to take that chance. All right, let's get back to Bitcoin. Look at it on the 1 minute time frame, going completely sideways, trying to reclaim the 200 MA. I'm also interested in a potential Bitcoin swing long. What is this man doing? He's shorting Solana and long in Bitcoin. Well, not at the same exact time. I'm short in Solana right now, but I am waiting to long Bitcoin if it happens to dump. If it happens to dump and come down to about 59,417, I would be willing to long Bitcoin on the 12-hour time frame. That's right, the 12-hour time frame looks like a potential bottom to me. Let me get rid of that fixed range really quick, but the fixed range is the range we're in. You see the range right there, low, high. We're kind of heading towards the high right now, but maybe we check that POC one more time. That lines up with the bottom of these candles. I'm looking for entry right there, 59.4 for potential long on Bitcoin. Green dot on the 12-hour, low Stokes. All these wicks, liquidity grab wicks to the downside could push price up. But I just feel like there's a potential better entry. So I'm planning on putting a limit order at 59,390, but not right now. I don't want just an open limit order. I want to see what price looks like when it gets down there. I'll look at the micro structure and see if the meso structure, the medium time frame, still look good for long. But to me, the 12-hour, even entering now, could be a potential long. So I'm open-minded, but still wary of the white line. 62,300 for Bitcoin on the weekly. Major resistance. Once we lost that level, we did get bearish. So while I'm interested in a long down here, I'm interested in a short right here. I'm interested in a short right there if we happen to come back up and test that level bearishly. All right, so those are my current plays right now. And we should probably look at the RSI, a global heat map. But first, let's look back at the casino. Still a pull to the downside, but sitting flat just under the zero line of the demand. -6 on the demand, still pull to the downside, just 11 trades per minute. Make sure this is live. It was not live, but the numbers still stand. -5 on demand, 12 trades per minute, 1 minute through the 5-minute bullish. A big old demand zone. Look how big the demand zone is. Huge demand zone and a smaller supply zone, meaning the demand zone could be very enticing for the speculators. Let's check on the auto clappers. What have the auto clappers been doing today? The auto clappers are currently don't know what to do. Right now, they are 1 out of 10, just 1 out of 10 certainty long. That's right. The auto clappers are long, but just 1 out of 10 certainty. They're not sure, and they're ready to go a short if a BTC continues to roll over. All right, back to BTC. And I was gonna look at, what was I about to look at? Let me see. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. I was about to look at an important measure. I forgot. There we go. The 1 hour time frame BTC. We should look at tether dominance. We should look at others again. Remember looking at others again during the morning show. That was very useful. Others being the altcoins, everything everything not in the top 10, right? The market cap of the altcoins that's not in the top 10. I'm going to actually bring that up right now. Let's look at others. Others.d. Okay, others dominance. Okay, so all the altcoins, not including the top 10, not including Bitcoin, etc., etc. What's it look like on a daily? Just curious. On a daily time frame, it's a bit bullish. Look at others above its 200 in May. That is very interesting. Bring out the weekly, in fact. Oh my God, look at the rounded bottom. Rounded bottoms, what? Rounded bottoms pay the bills. That's right, baby. Learn how to lose. Right? That's right, baby. That's a rounded bottom right there on others.d. This is all the altcoins, not the top 10. Starting to make a recovery on the weekly time frame, heading for the 200 MA. You're way above the 200 MA on the daily. That is bullish. That is not a bear market for altcoins. We won't be in a bear market forever. It will be an alt season. We will make a generational gains and make our family rich for an eternity. Others, right? The others. Doesn't that sound like an outcast group, right? Some type of the others, like the undesirables, right? The undesirables, the others. But somewhat of a bull flag. No, somewhat of a bull flag on the daily time frame. Low Stokes green money flow. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. All right. Nice long when filling the wick. Yeah. All right. Yeah, nice little flag there on the daily time frame. This thing could get a pop. It does have I wouldn't call that bear div. That's not bear div indicator. Let's look at that 4 hour time frame. Yeah, okay. Nice bullish move on the 4 hour. But starting to round the bottom again, right? Round the bottom. And I remember looking at this earlier, and this is what we're looking at. The 4 hour on others had this diamond. We talked about a prism, right? A prism, basically like a 3D object with like equal sides, and and prisms bend light, like price is like the light, right? The way it entered and it exit the opposite way. Look, trying to bullish retest the exit. That looks like a bounce for others, right? That looks like a reversal for others. You do the exact structure that you had coming in. It's a reversal pattern, a diamond. Others looks like altcoins may be on the up and up. How about it? Anybody excited? Where the bulls at? Talk to me. The untouchables. Yes, Fib Sniper. Somebody said good movie. The Others. Is it? Should that be something I watch? Sergio says maybe Others is setting up a cup and handle. If so, another dip is still coming to generate the handle. Maybe, but what time frame was that? Was that the daily? No. I don't know, man. It doesn't look like it needs a handle. It looks like a diamond to me. It looks like a diamond that's about to just blast off right now. Me personally, but my opinion does not matter. How about the small time frames for others? What's going on in the 5 minute? The 5. Getting the bounce. Look at others getting the bounce. Others getting the bounce on the 5 minute time frame, respecting the 200 MA, the yellow line. Very nice, very nice. Are you enjoying the stream? Have you hit the like button? Have you hit the like button? Have you hit the like button? Hit the like button for me, please. It helps so much in the algorithm and spreading the message, okay? Speaking of spreading the message, share the link. Share the link on X, share it on Facebook, share it wherever you can. Help more people learn about Sin City Crypto. Thank you so much. All right, they want to see WorldCoin again. What do we want to see again? Time to spam the coins. Spam the coins now for me. What have I missed? What do we need to see? What is important? What is making a move? Yes, I remember what I was gonna look at now. The RSI global heat map. Let me bring it up, baby. That is what I like looking at to find scalps. I know God King is huge on it. The RSI, a global heat map. I believe it's from CoinGlass. I do like it. I gotta say, I like it. The RSI, a global heat map. We can see what is oversold and overbought in the market. Let's keep it on the 4 hour for now. Let's keep it to the top 100 only. And let's see what is oversold. Master H. Damn, H is God King. You've been battling H a lot, man. Is H worth a looking at? Is there opportunity in H? H is one of the most oversold right after Master. Let's look at H really quickly. All right, H. Take a quick look at the daily. Oh my God. Damn. 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 What a move down for H. It got beat down and battered. Man. Somebody called 911. That looks crazy, H. God King, you was trading this? This looks absolutely crazy. Look at that. Double top, just dump it all. Destroy them all. And got to move. Looks like a bearish 786 there. Double top again. Dump it all. Burn them all. Right? Lost the resistance and free fall. But now given a green candle, is it strong? Can we look at the small time frames? Can we get a long on H? It is so beat down, God King. This thing is beat down. He said it's dead. It's raved. Yes, it's raved. Anybody bold enough to trade H? I'm gonna take it serious. I mean, it's on the list. It's in the top 100. It's beat up. When things are beat up, it usually may be a good time to buy. Let's look at the 4 hour, see what's happening. Going absolutely sideways. But look at the major bullish divergence, okay? Major bull div is what you need to get a reversal. You must believe in a reversal with no confirmation, okay? You must believe, give me more organs. You must believe in the bounce. Do you have a faith? Do you have faith in the bounce? Well, I'm going to honestly ask myself that. No, I don't have faith. I have zero faith in the bounce, okay? As a Zen master and not a pastor, I have no faith. No faith. Who has faith in the bounce? Say I. Put a 1 in the chat if you got faith in the bounce. Put a 2 of hell nah. Oh, God, no. It's that H is crazy, man. H look crazy. It's going sideways. Let's bring it back up. It's going sideways. They want to see Link. They want to see Link. They want to see Algorand. I got you. I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down as a Zen master should. All right. That looks crazy. But major bull div. Trend down to break up. God King, I might do something crazy. You better stop me. Rob is rubbing off of me. I got to remain Zen. I gotta remain Zen. Mr. Pab said, I believe. Who believes in the bounce? Hit the organs, baby. It said, check soul, check soul. What's going on with soul? Are we getting clapped? We're not getting clapped. Soul is sitting flat right now. Slightly in profit. How's oil doing? Oil's still pumping. I'm up over $300 in oil, still pumping, but I've secured at least 250 of it. All right, 2 trades cooking right now. I got a long on oil and a short on Solana. Bitcoin on the 5-minute time frame. What's going on? Going completely sideways, starting to look a bit like a head and shoulder. But I'm not jumping to any conclusion here. It's just sideways price action for BTC. It is coiling up for a potential move. All right, let me get back to H. Let's see. We got to go lower than a 4 hour to check out, to see if this is seriously an entry. How about the 1 hour? 1 hour got anything going on? Are we rounding that bottom? Yeah, we're starting to round it. Okay, nice little rounded bottom starting to come in here for H. How about the 30-minute? Okay, I see it. I may believe. I see the green dot. I see the green money flow coming in. Look at the 15-minute, the forced interaction. God King, I think I might do it, man. Tell me to stop. You better veto this trade alert, God King. I'm about to call a trade alert. I'm about to call a trade alert on H. Imagine long in H while Bitcoin may dump to the macro. What? I don't know, man. It's one of the most beat up coins here, and it might get a bullish move on the small time frames. If I do it, you better believe that anti-clapper will be activated ASAP. Here's the 5-minute. I don't know, man. I think this might get a move. High risk, super high risk. 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. This is high risk, especially as BTC looking crazy. BTC looked like it might want to spill. There's BTC. Here is H. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm not feeling that risky. I got to keep it real. I'm not feeling that risky. Who's feeling that risky, though? God King said, no, don't do it. Do not long H. I got to say, if you do it, you might need a deeper stop loss than I was considering. You might need a stop loss like down here. Seriously, like past the wicks. Stop loss past the wicks. Take the TP. Look at, damn. You can get a 10-1 with the stop loss under the wicks. Are you kidding me? If you scale your trade properly in position size, that could be a banger. I don't know, God King. I don't know, man. Scalper Geisha says I'm in with 2K. Damn, I don't know, God King. I might do it. The question is H a bastard children? Does it not care what Bitcoin does? I need to know that. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I got to be Zen, man. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. No H long for me. Is anybody crazy enough to take that trade, though? Let me know how it works out. If anybody's crazy enough, not a trade alert, but a battle plan for someone with the risk appetite to do this, this could be a banger trade. Just enter now, stop loss at 0.0444 and a TP around 0.222. So take it from 4 cents to 22 cents on a swing long. And that can happen, but look at the money flow, bro. With no freaking confirmed bounce. Look at the money flow. That is the blood of Jesus. That is the blood of Satoshi. That is the blood of our ancestors here upon us in the Zen Synod congregation. All right, now pass around the wine and the crumbs, the breadcrumbs. Scalper Geisha said I'm already in. Scalper Geisha got the risk tolerance. I don't have the risk tolerance for it. I'm okay. I'm not going to do it. But I can see it. Why not? It's so extended. It's so extended. To me, price acts like a rubber band. When you pull a rubber band back like that, you pull it, 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 then you let go. It boom. That can happen. But too risky for my bones right now. I'm a good on H. Sergio Angel says an appetite for destruction. Yeah, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. What coins do we need, baby? Can we spam? I want to spam. Who's good at spamming? Let's spam the chat. What coins do you want right now? Whoever spams it the most, I'll look at it. Spam it all. Spam the country. Spam are you long or you short? You know, are you a monk? Are you a bull? Are you a bear? Talk to me, baby. Who got brand new emojis? We have over 1,000 members. Where's the members in the congregation? I need you to get in that chat and give me the fives, give me the Buddhas, give me my face in the chat, okay? Do you think this is a bottom? Do you think this is a good place to short? Do you think this is a good place to long? I need a conversation in the congregation. Talk to me, baby. I'm in the freaking chat. They want WorldCoin. What do you want? We can spam better than this, baby. Come on. Spam it all. Casino spam it. I want to overstimulated spam. Come on. I want the freaking the brain rot spam. Give me the brain rot. Say something crazy. Say clap diddy. I don't care. Just say something in the chat. Talk to me, baby. I'm going crazy. Go freaking crazy. Come on, baby. More spamming in the chat. Go nuts. All I see is WorldCoin. All I freaking see is WorldCoin. That's all I see. Wendy stock. Well, what's the ticker? Just type Wendy's. Sure. Bruh. Y'all not doing enough for me. Come on, we can spam crazier. Come on. We can spam it crazier. Come on, man. Somebody want to see Somebody want to see Wendy's. Let's go. Wendy's stock. Ah! Is Wendy's the new freaking GameStop? What's happening, baby? Come on, go crazier in the chat. Make it stimulation for me. Stimulate it. Stimulation is the answer, okay? If you want peace in your mind, you must be stimulated. Overstimulate yourself so you know how to destimulate yourself. Huh? Who's having fun? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you're brand new, subscribe. Who's new? Somebody buy a membership. All right, let's do AVAX. Let's do Link. Let's do ALGO. Let's do Near. We'll keep doing AVE. Everybody caring about AVE all of a sudden. People want to see AMC. People want Wendy stock. They want SEI. I got you. All right. All right, I want to look at Wendy's stock. Let's look at Wendy's. I'm just going to type Wendy's. I don't know what that ticker is, but Wendy's. There you go, WEN, W-E-N. Okay, what does Wendy's look like on the weekly? Oh my God. This looks like a freaking meme coin, man. What kind of weekly chart is that? What kind of weekly chart is Wendy's working with? Damn, it went from 16 all the way down to $17. What a move down for Wendy's. Let's get rid of this range. What does the monthly looks like? Oh, interesting. Okay. You see the last time it had a big move. Look at that. Gave it all back. Kind of bottomed out there. Bottomed out and then went on another tear. Always starting to bottom out again. That money flow is incredibly red on the macro. This thing may not be done. We may go down to the PLC at about $4.83 for Wendy's. But look at the current candles. Look at the current candles in the monthly. The past few months have been green and now attempting to break above a resistance. How about a daily time frame? Facing resistance right now and struggling on the daily time frame. Wendy's is the 4 hour. That looks like it's starting to get a bit bullish. Ignore the gaps with the price, but with the closes. This is a stock here, not a crypto. Going sideways on the small time frames, sideways on the small time frames. I think what's significant here is that the weekly attempting the reversal, that was a long and tiring downtrend. It finally appears to potentially maybe reversing, but look what happened the last time it tried it. It was just a perfect short and dump it. Maybe this thing comes up, the perfect short and dump it. To me, on the monthly, you're not even at support. So you may fall to your next support. The next support was that $4 level. Yeah, around 437 down here, matching that previous consolidation and the PLC. That's Wendy's. That's right. We're looking at Wendy's. We look at stocks, commodities, crypto, whatever you want to look at. We can look at it. All right, 5 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame for BTC still going sideways, but I do see a bit of a head and shoulder, right, in structure. But we haven't lost any critical levels. All right, let's look at some other assets. Look at other assets. We got Wendy's. Did somebody literally say AMC? Let's look at AMC really quick, since we're looking at stocks, I guess. Or is it the AMC crypto? I think you meant the AMC stock. Damn, 5. Why are stocks looking like meme coins? What kind of chart is that? Look at the monthly on AMC. Sheesh. God damn, that monthly is so tired. It's tired. It's just tired of dumping. It's tired. Look at that. Got some bull div going on there on the monthly. Here's the weekly. Getting above that 21 MA, breaking above the 50. Huge volume gaps inbound. This thing could start breaking gaps or filling gaps. 4 hour time frame, got bullish, got a retracement, starting to get bullish again. Low Stokes curving up, green dot, looks pretty good for the bullish move. Here's those small time frames. Very bullish in the small time frames. Look at that cross. That was amazing. I like to play those bullish crosses, go long with crosses like that. So that looked good. That was a great entry right there. AMC. All right. Let me get back into the crypto world. Go back into the crypto world and we'll look at AVAX. We haven't looked at AVAX here today. I believe AVAX is another one of those coins that has been beat down into the ground and demotivated, just like Cardano. And what is that? What is that? Is that trade I gave before on AVAX? Is this one of those trades where I said, who's risky enough, right? This don't fit my risk appetite. Who's risky enough to catch this trade? Does anybody remember me putting out this call for Cardano? I mean, for AVAX 5. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember this, or just say I remember that. What? It looks like it was a nice call. Look, you still be in the profit. You know, sometimes you just got to shut up and take the trade. Just shut up and take the trade. M Minaj 4F, good to see you, says JP. Got the little heart emoji, good to see you. It says lab dump. We got to look at lab. I'm putting lab on the list. I don't know if anybody asked for it, but I'm putting lab on the list. Jordan says just shorted Sol. Well, welcome to the club. I'm shorting Sol too. I'm in a short on Sol and a long on oil. I've secured about 250 with my trailing stop loss on oil. We'll see what happens. I'm in 2 trades right now. I'm looking at AVAX. Who remember this? That was an amazing entry on AVAX. Man. All right. Well, forget about it. I didn't take the trade, but that was a battle plan, right? A battle plan. Happy Friday. That was a beautiful battle plan for AVAX that did happen to play out. Look at AVAX on the daily time frame. You got some hidden bear, but also a very strong bullish divergence. This is some of the strongest bullish divergence I've seen. As price swings down, you see the momentum swinging up. That is a disagreement, right? The disagreement is price says we go down, momentum says we go up. When there's a disagreement between price and momentum, who do I believe? I believe the momentum. That's right, because the price can be manipulated, all right? That's right. Price can be manipulated, but you can't manipulate the momentum. All right. Major bullish divergence on AVAX. This thing could get a bounce. It's respecting a support so far to 21 MA. It was resistance, maybe flipping it to support right now. Is that a bullish retest? Could one get into a long still on AVAX right there, right at the 21 MA, the bullish retest, stop loss below the lowest wick, and take it on up to the 200 MA. That, my friend, is a 3.7 to 1 a risk reward ratio. With AVAX, fill that low volume gap. Anybody like to trade? Talk to me. 1 in the chat. It's not a trade alert, but you see the last time I said this could be a trade? You see what happened, right? You know what happened the last time I spoke? All right, sorry. Make it zen. Let me make it zen, baby. Make it zen and calm down. Calm it down, Zen Master Clap Daddy. Zen Master Clap Daddy. I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm being very cautious, though, as we don't know what Bitcoin is doing, and none of these divergences are confirmed. So I'm being very careful. We got Sol. You don't have to spam Sol so much. I got you on Sol. All right. But that's a potential trade there on AVAX. Not a trade alert, but a battle plan. If one wanted to get into AVAX with an entry right now, or hell, maybe you wanted a better sniper entry, go to the small time frames, find a better entry. Maybe you can get in down to 626. I don't know, but somewhere around here, an entry for AVAX and a stop loss at 5.6, $5.63, 5.639, basically stop loss. TP at 9.858, $9.85. The TP. That is a battle plan. All right, Saeed, you don't got to spam anymore. I do appreciate you getting the chat rate up, but you don't got to spam the Sol. I'll get into Sol in just a moment. I am in the Sol short. I got you. These folks want to see ETH. We'll look at Ethereum. We have not looked at Ethereum enough. I got you. No need to spam Ethereum. We'll look at it. We'll look at XLM. All right. If you want me to prioritize your coin, just ask in a fashion similar to, hey, Clap Daddy, can you look at this coin? Or maybe, hey, Clap Father, can you look at this one? Can you look at this coin? Or maybe Zen Daddy, can you look at this coin? Okay. If you phrase it like that, I'll prioritize it. Bah, come on. All right. Small time frames, AVAX. Let's do it. Let's do it quickly. Erase the lines, erase the idea. 5-minute time frame. The 5. That looks bullish. And the small time frames for AVAX. Look at it. Little bullish trend now. Little reversal went down. Bull flag pump, bull flag pump, bull flag may extend more, give you a better entry, feel me? Better entry on that long and take it off. Taking off. I like the trade. We are done with AVAX. Take that off my list. Let's look at Solana. I'm in a Solana short right now. Let's look at Solana, see what it's doing. Sol. I'm on the short base on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what's going on with the short. Is it still valid? Is it cooking? Is it not cooking? I just may have to simplify my chart. Shout out to India. Shout out to India. Divine Soto says, you the man. Clap, daddy. 5. Let's go. All right. Don't care about nothing in the world. Acting crazy and silly. All right, erase it all. Who's new here? Hit the subscribe for me if you can. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm live every single day. I navigate the market. I never say I know what's going to happen, but I navigate the market. I narrate the market for you, and I look for high probability setups. All right, I had to delete some stuff and simplify this chart here because there's a lot on this damn chart. But do you see the range? We're in a bit of a range here for Solana, and it could just be a bull flag, trend down to break up, but we have hit resistance. I call it a double resistance, a resistance from basically support and resistance from the market structure, but also resistance from the 200 MA, right? We got a bearish engulfing candle at the 200 MA with high Stokes. Didn't even give us a red dot yet. I'm front running the red dot on Market Cypher B. The red dot basically a sell signal. So maybe I got a great entry here on a short for Solana. My TP is down way at the bottom of the range, 63.39. It may even go lower. You know, I like to trail my stop loss on out into profit. I like Solana. I like it on this time frame. I'm going to delete these lines, though, and do a deeper analysis on Solana. You know, I like to delete the lines and narratives and really see if there's something I'm not seeing here. So let's delete the lines and narratives and pull up the chat here. Looks like we got a member. Is it M Minaj? That we got Nicki Minaj here. No, I'm kidding. A member for 16 months. 5. Appreciate it. So are you, is that the anniversary? Is that like one of those anniversary things, God King? A member for 16 months? Wow, you're an OG. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support. All right, they said Litecoin, Clap Daddy. Okay, well, you know I like that. Let me go ahead and look at LTC Litecoin for you. I got you. It says Sol might get a small bump. It always can get a small bump. You know that can happen. They want Zcash. We'll look at Zcash. Who wants to see Zcash? All right, put the chat aside. And I looked at Solana. Let me look at ETH. And then I'll look at Litecoin because I'm prioritizing that one. It was asked in a way that I like. So yes, Nicki Minaj. Is that the real Nicki Minaj? Bah! I'll put you on to some crypto, Nicki. All right, I got you. Let's see. Let's do Ethereum. Let's do Ethereum right now. That's right. Ethereum, the #2 market cap in all of the crypto space. Let's bring you on the daily time frame. Man. Okay. Ethereum is like way behind Bitcoin overall, but is that a beautiful double bottom? What's interesting with Ethereum is that, look, it didn't even put in a lower low. It did not put in a lower low, not even on the wicks. That's not that great, though. That's not that great because it would be preferred to have a lower low because you can have a divergence, right? The bullish divergence is no divergence. I mean, maybe a class B divergence, but not a standard a bullish divergence here. Red money flow, the trend is clearly down, but it's still a double bottom, and a double bottom is strong. Could be a potential entry for a swing long on Ethereum, believe it or not. A bit high risk in a bearish environment, but even for just a lower high, we could get a move on Ethereum to about $1,900. At that level, we could see a rejection, and maybe that will be the lower high of the macro range, and see Ethereum and get a move down at that point. But until then, maybe a long. Do you see what I'm saying? Give me the Fas and the Buddhas in the chat if you see what I'm saying. All right. That could be a potential move there on Ethereum. Daily time frame. Let's look at some other time frames. ETH. And also consider that this can just spill over at any moment. Right? It will do what it want to do. 4-hour time frame. Ethereum going sideways. Looks like bearish consolidation. Could be a bear flag. Red money flow. Trend still down. Nothing really happened. Nothing super bullish happening at all here. Here's the 5-minute time. I might need another time frame. Give me the 1 hour. 1 hour. Red dot. This thing could roll over on the 1 hour. Does not look bullish to me on the 1 hour. 15-minute. Okay. I give it to you. You're going sideways after that double bottom. The local double bottom. Look, local double bottom now going sideways. Some may call it a handle. Some may call it a bull flag. Do you get a pump from the measure move? You have a couple different measure moves here working out for you. You could have a measure move from the double bottom. Still didn't play out. That can get you about $1,600 Ethereum. You still have the measured move from the bull flag. Still didn't play out. That can get you about how much? Potentially 32 Ethereum. So somewhere in this range, we could see Ethereum from these moves, from this market structure. It could happen. Let's go to one more time frame, the 5-minute time frame for Ethereum. Then we'll get back to Bitcoin and the rest of the assets. Keep you updated on Bitcoin, Solana, everything happening. 5 minute going absolutely sideways and boring price action. Red dot, green dot, red dot, green dot. Indecision, but getting tight. The moving averages are getting tight. This thing may want to spill or pump one way or the other. We will get a move eventually on a low volume of Friday night so far. And Tata says, seems like a clappability. What's that on Ethereum? Sergio says the god of claps. Oh, okay. Reed Solberg says, my father, daddy, clapper, god of claps. XRP. I like that. You did that one so well, I'll get directly into XRP. I'll skip over Litecoin for a moment. I'll skip everything and go right into XRP because this person said, my father, daddy, clapper, the god of claps. There you go. The ultimate compliments there. So let me go ahead and look at XRP immediately. All right, XRP on the right side. Fib Sniper says, I appreciate your observation. Oh my God. XRP. People care about XRP. Let's do it. Daily time frame. All right, here we go. XRP on that daily time frame. How you looking? You beat down too. You beat down. Damn. XRP really got beat down in this bear market. The sad part, it may not be over. Imagine the macro spill down to 50 cents. Man, that would hurt. Well, not me. I don't hold any XRP, but it's going to hurt some people. All right. So, but let's look at the structure. We do have a lower low. You know, we're in clearly a very bearish trend, putting in lower highs and lower lows. But now we have that disagreement again, right? We have lower lows on price, but higher lows on the market cipher B. and on my stochastics and on my RSI, et cetera, when they disagree, I believe the momentum. So I believe this could get a move up. While obviously the move is down overall, this is not the place I look for shorts. You know, I look for shorts at resistance. I look for longs at support. You know, I look for longs. I look for longs at the divergence, at the confirmed divergence. This is not confirmed. We need to bounce. We need a couple more candle closes to confirm it. But I like the wicks. There's a legendary long that could be had on XRP right now if you have the risk appetite. Does this sound familiar? Who is risky here? Who has the risk appetite in the Zen Center congregation? Step forward for your clapping. And you're clapping in advance. Who wants to take this potential along on XRP? Honestly, it looks like a spot buy. It looks like an amazing spot buy. Spy it, just buy it, spot and hold it. Look, 8-to-1 risk reward ratio, taking it up to the next major resistance on the daily. Who is bold enough? Okay, who has enough faith? Ye have faith, and ye shall prosper. Bah! He said, do you trade BTC USD? I do. I trade Bitcoin, but right now, I mean, it's been, honestly, it's been better trading altcoins lately. Is anybody with me on that? Raise your hand if you're with me. It's been more fun and honestly more predictable trading altcoins than Bitcoin. Is anybody with me on that? I'm always down to trade Bitcoin. And in fact, I have a level I'm looking for a Bitcoin entry. I'm looking for an entry on a swing long around 59.4 if the structure agrees. We'll see what happens when we get to that level. But yes, I do trade Bitcoin. Let's see. Get back to XRP. We're left off at a daily time frame. Who is going to take that crazy swing long on XRP? I said, not doing it, clap God. I'm not doing it. Bye. Sergio says, I hate XRP, but yeah, that might be a good area for spot. I agree for spot. I'm not ever telling you what to do with no financial advice, but it does like a good spot. It said, look at Sol. I'm on a Sol trade. I don't need to look at Sol. This Sol right there is dumping. It's dumping. We're in the profit in the short right now. I'm also in a, Did I take profit? Did I take profit on the oil trade here? Hold on. All right. I just cashed out on the oil trade. I got taken out and in profit. I had my stop loss at in profit trailing stop loss. I got out at 73% on oil. I made $239. Let's go. Give me some dollar signs, baby. Give me some dollar signs. Who made some money with oil? Anybody take the oil trade? This was a trade alert.
Attention. Trade alert.
Trade alert. That's right. This was a trade alert during the AM show at the studio. Who remembers me giving out this trade alert? Give me an amen. Who made money? Can I get an amen? Right? Can I get some dollar signs? Come on, give me some dollar signs. I need amens and dollar signs in the congregation. Somebody made some money. I made some money. Come on. And this thing could keep going up. This thing could keep going up. Or it could crash. Who knows? But I took my piece for now. I do believe oil continues to go. This was a much bigger trade. I will look for a re-entry, but for now, it is a good take profit. Bah! Come on. Okay, we're looking at Sol Pixin. Stop spamming. Stop spamming. All right, I'm out of oil, and actually, I'm happy I'm out of oil because is that not a double top, right? Can I get an amen once again? Is that not a double top right there? It looks like a double top. I mean, it could still be bullish overall, and some might even say, hey, that's a cup and handle. Look, there's a cup and the rough handle there. That's an ugly looking handle, but we'll see. Maybe I get in on a fib retracement for oil. Oil's starting to retrace a bit here. I've taken my profits. We'll draw a quick fib, maybe a fib from here. Can I get in like maybe 618 status? Somewhere around here. Like around 69.80, dump, buy there. Potentially, maybe that's your lower low. I mean, higher low. I don't know. Low. That's the in between low. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do a full analysis on oil. But right now, I'm out of the trade. The trend is over for me, but this could get a bigger move. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame really quickly on oil. This is tokenized oil on BitUnix. Give them the link, baby. Give them the link. No VPN, no KYC. Trade oil, gold, a BTC, all on BitUnix here. 20% deposit bonus when you use our link. That's up to $2,000 deposit. Get 20% with BitUnix. Also, volume bonuses. That's still a double bottom. I can see this as a trade I do get back in. I got to be honest. This could be a trade I get back in at some point. But that's a double bottom. But why did it get rejected at resistance? Do you see that? Oil rejected at resistance at a 4-hour time frame. That was supposed to claim that and continue to go up. But right now I'm protected and took profit. I got in way down here, a sniper entry based on divergence. What I'll do is I'll watch oil closely. I'll look at the small time frames and look for a sniper entry and keep you updated in the Discord. All right, the Discord. I'll give them the link for the Discord one more time, God King. We will be doing a TA in the Discord right after this live. Right after this live, we will be in the voice chat right here, live TA. And I have my own Zen Trading Zone, kind of like a premium Discord. People pay for stuff like this. This Cardano trade is in the money right now, baby. This Cardano trade is in the money. I give trades all the time. I'll update you on oil, me getting back in oil when I get in and why. But right now, I've taken profit on oil and only in a Solana short at this moment. I'm in a Solana short based on a 4-hour time frame. It does look like a bull flag. I do think that Solana could break out, but right now it is at resistance and I short resistance. I short resistance and I long support. So currently in the money on the Solana short. All right. Tokenized oil, baby. Tokenized oil. All right. I'm in the chat. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? I'm seeing a lot of Soul. We just looked at Soul a little bit. We'll look at more of it. Frog Time says, "Fah!" What's going on, Frog Time? Static Bloom Film says, "Fah!" What's going on, Static Bloom? Agent of Oblivion says, "I'm going to take another at the Golden Pocket if you reverse." I take another at the Golden Pocket. Did you mean another entry on oil? I'm not sure what you mean. All right, 4-hour bull div paid out on oil. Right. Shout out to Fib Sniper. That is proof that divergence works, man. I've seen some of my best trades from divergence. I love to see extended price action with divergence, man. It's some of the most accurate plays you can do. All right, put my chat back over here. Now let me catch up very quickly on some TA on altcoins. AVAX spilling over a bit there. What's going on with AVAX? The 5-minute time frame. Let me just zoom in really quickly. Is that spilling over? It looks like it, but we'll see. Could just be an ugly looking flag. All right, let me look at Litecoin really quick. Somebody called me Clap Daddy, so I got to look at Litecoin again. Daily time frame. I don't like that this is only giving me data from this year. Like what? Like that makes no sense. Litecoin is an OG coin. Okay, that makes more sense now. Here we go. Give me the data I need. Wow, Litecoin is so beat up. And you know what? Litecoin is one of those coins that does pump from time to time. And I like their marketing too. Their X handle is freaking funny. Let's go to the monthly time frame. Litecoin is an OG coin, man. We should have data from 2019 and beyond, way earlier than that. All right, just fixing my chart here, We are at bear market lows for Litecoin. God damn. That is the bear market lows for Litecoin. Pray for Litecoin, y'all. That looks insane. The good news is we're at support right now, and there's more support at $30. So it may go to $30 if we lose this level, but we're at support right now. Let's go to the daily time frame. That was the monthly, so let's go to the weekly. Where is price? I just dragged my... How did that happen? There we go. All right, let's do daily time frame. Damn. Okay, major bull div. Once again, when the price and the momentum don't agree, I believe the div, the divergence, it looks like it might be a legendary entry on Litecoin. Who is bold enough? Who is bold enough to take a trade like this? You can enter now, stop loss below the wicks, play the divergence just like I did on oil, and take it up to about $58. Go from about $42 to $58. Entry now, stop loss at $38.91. TP at $58.53. Who is brave enough to go for a swing long on a Litecoin? But it'll just roll over, right? If BTC rolls over, most likely the divergence is not confirmed. You need a couple more closed candles. You need to actually confirm this bounce to be, confirmed. But it could happen. Who's brave enough? Anytime I'm asked who's brave enough, I should just get into a trade. Like, seriously, just do it. I need like a crash dummy trader who's down to just take all the crazy trades. Bagel IFTN says, don't dare me. Well, I dare you. I double dog, triple dog dare you, but not financial advice. All right. Not financial advice. It's the Adam and Eve on oil. Or was it the inverse Adam and Eve? Let me pull up oil one more time. Was it on the small time frames? I don't really see the Adam and Eve unless you meant like this, like Adam right there, then Eve. Potentially, I see that. Look at this spilling off. What an excellent sell for oil so far. I got out of oil somewhere around there. This thing could come down. All right. Litecoin, a divergence. He says, say no more, man. I'm longing Litecoin. Is Bitcoin about to run? Like, seriously, I feel like longing Litecoin. That looks beautiful for a long. High risk, but man, those divergences. Oh boy. All right. What does Litecoin look like on the small time frames? And lock this to the chart. It's pumping. Yeah, I don't like the entry in the small time frames. I like the context on the high time frames. The setup, you should find it on the 4 hour. But yeah, a bit chasey on the small time frames. No, see that thing breaking out. But bigger time frame trade, just enter it and forget about it. Look at the 2 hour. 2 hours ready to break above the resistance. Like, seriously, I might scalp this thing. All right, not a trade alert, but I'm about to try Litecoin. Not a trade alert at all. This is high risk. I really shouldn't even do it. And said, no, Zen Master, don't do it. Litecoin. Go to the 4 hour? The 2 hour. I like the 2 hour. Litecoin. Let's take a look at it. 2 hour, based on a daily divergence, using the 2 hour as my setup time frame and actually my entry time frame. I like that it's above all the moving averages. It looks like a quick move to 43 and beyond. Activate the anti-clapper, stop loss, and a break even as soon as possible. Let's see what we could do here on Litecoin. High Stokes, though, be careful. It could just be a bear pennant or even a bear flag. You got to be careful. High risk. Not making this. Once again, I'm not making this a trade alert. This is a bit too high risk to trade alert. I only give you high probability setups, but sometimes I take a little bit more risky speculative trades here, and this may be one of them. Can I take it to like 52? TP at 52. Enter around now, 42.07. Limit last. Don't risk too much as it's highly speculative. 190 for 661 potentially. Okay. How much do I have to risk to make 1,000? Let me up the leverage so I can up the sensitivity, but also it reduces the amount of position size I can have. That's fine. The leverage doesn't matter. The position size matters. The leverage affects the position size, but the position size is what matters. And what really matters is my stop loss. How much if I wanted to make $1,000 on a move? How much would I need to risk? About 293. Do I really want to risk that much here? Risking 293 to make potentially $1,000, but stop loss and break even as soon as I possibly can. I like it. Okay, limit last, and enter long. All right, now in the trade on Litecoin, swing long on Litecoin, high risk. This thing is extremely speculative, not recommended, but stop loss and the break even as soon as possible. They said, what was the stop on LTC? I put it at 39.15. 39.15 is my stop loss. I entered around 42.07. I can see this potentially getting a big move up from the divergence, similar to the oil trade I took. This could bring it up to 52, believe it or not. But there's a level before that at 45. I will call that TP1 at 45, TP2 at 52. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy and put that stop loss into break even as soon as you can. Activate the anti-clapper, right? That's right. We call it the anti-clapper. We call it clapping when you lose a trade or get stopped out, right? And you get clapped. The anti-clap is when you put that stop loss into break even, preventing yourself from getting clapped. You don't want to get clapped out here, getting clapped in front of people. You don't want to get clapped in front of people against your will. All right, I installed the anti-clapper and applied the anti-clapper to protect my cheeks. Ah. All right, Luchman says, need some clapalicious trades, trade analysis on AVE, Clap Daddy. All right, well, he called me Clap Daddy. I got to go right into AVE now. Let's get right into AVE. There we go, BTC and to AVE. Look at that. We got to save that, the Litecoin trade. We'll see what happens with it. But let's go to AVE. AVE. Conjunction, junction. What's your function? Where the hell is AVE? There it is. AVE. Whoa. Always forget AVE. I forget what AVE is doing. Brian Romano says she about to pop. Go, 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 go. Hey. Fib Sniper says, yeah, nobody wants to be publicly clapped in front of friends and family. Daily time frame so extended on AVE, man. I would not be looking for longs here. And it looks like we might be, there may be a short opportunity at some point. Careful though. I could be wrong. Let's go to the small time frames. 4 hours, so extended. It's so extended, but too risky for a short, too chasey for a long. This thing is taking off on a medium time frame. Interesting. 15-minute time frame. Look at it breaking out. AVE just doing his thing. Shout out to the AVE holders. What's going on with AVE? That's a flag. That thing broke out. It may give you a test, a bullish retest. If you're patient, you can enter there and not now. That's AVE on a 15-minute. How about the 5-minute for AVE? Beautiful, beautiful. Money flow green. The volume greatly increased. The volume is greatly increased on AVE. Beautiful. They said, Clap Daddy, what's up with Ton? Ah, shish. I guess I got to look at Ton now. They said, Magna, Clap Daddy. They starting to catch on. They starting to catch on. No. I'm going to have to look at everything now. Can we get some vetoes out there? I believe in vetoes here. If there's a coin we shouldn't look at, if somebody asks me, even if they say, hey, Clap Daddy, they say, hey, Clap Daddy, can we look at Rave? If somebody say, I veto that, no Rave, then I will not look at Rave, okay? For example, but don't do it with a coin like XRP or Ethereum, okay? Those are too high market cap. People care about it, all right? Don't say it about Sol. Yeah, nothing I can say about AVE except it's breaking out. I would not get into a long here. It is already breaking out. It's too chasey. Too chasey. There may be an eventual short, but you got to wait. You got to wait for a red candle to come in. You got to wait for a bear div. You got to wait for a red dot, something. There's no short setup, I see. This thing is mid-pump. I would not fade the pump. Ooh, look at the 3-day. I would look for some type of rejection here on the 3-day. Look at us right at the 50 of May, the red line. Any context for the last time we were interacted with the red line? Holy crap. The last time we interacted with the red line on the 3-day was when we went into the bear market. We started the bear market. Wait, is that the bear market or is that the second low? Let me see. Yeah, so that's starting the bear market. Are we ending the bear market by going above it, or is it just extended and gonna get rejected here? I will look for wicks. I will look for red candles to come in. I will look for a red dot on market cipher B. Money flow red. So that tells me the trend is still down, and this could be the opportune short for AVE, potentially. We'll see. They said BTC is breaking out. Is it breaking out? BTC breaking out on a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, it's testing the resistance, trying to get a move. I think I'm in a Solana short. Yeah, I'm in a Solana short, down $24 right now on a Solana short. That's cool. That is cool right now. I'm fine with that. Could it break out? Absolutely. Could that be a bull flag? Absolutely. You never know. 15-minute time frame Solana here. You know, nice uptrend. Bull flag, bull flag, bull flag. You know, stop me out. It could stop me out. But what made me want to short Solana is the 4-hour resistance. We're looking at Sol. We're looking at Sol right now, baby. We're looking at it. We're looking at Sol. This is Sol on a 4-hour time frame. I'm shorting the resistance, but forget about my short, right? Let's see what's going on with Solana and TradingView. Here is Solana. Erase some numbers here. Erase the numbers. Let's look at the daily again on Solana. That was a bullish daily candle close. I got to say, for Solana, that is a bullish engulfing expansive candle on Solana. I may be too bearish on Solana. Maybe it will break out of the pattern. Maybe we're at the top of the pattern for a reason, right? Maybe we're at the top of the pattern and we'll break out, bullish retest, and get out of this range. Maybe we're done with this range. Let's look at the 1 hour. Here's the 1 hour. Beautiful flag. Look. Solana's doing its thing. Solana wants to be bullish. Solana is telling me to close your short, Zen Master. Close your short on Solana and let this thing pump. It's tons of Solana. You know, my spot bag is packed with Solana. Just close the short and let your spot bags pump. That's what price is telling me right now. Look at the 5-minute time frame. Big move up, retracement, there's support. Keep it pumping. Close your short. That's what that tells me. But I like to be aligned with the 4-hour time frame, and to me, it looks like the 4-hour time frame is a bit overextended based on the stochastics. RSI high, but not quite completely overbought. Money flow still red, telling me that the trend is still down. The trend is still down, so I should be shorting the resistance, and that is the resistance, so I remain short. I'm open-minded to getting stopped out or closing the trade early if I'm wrong. All right. Cool. Let me take care of Super Chat. We got a Super Chat coming in. Here's a big Super Chat coming in. That's right. You can always skip the line with the altcoins, and you don't have to call me Clap Daddy if you send a Super Chat. Here we go. Mike Heinhardt. Mike Heinhardt sends $5, says, can we look at Jito? Absolutely. I'll look at Jito. Then we'll look at Ton and Magna right after that. Let's go ahead and look at Jito. All right. Jito. I think I have it in here. Let's pull it up. Jito. All right, I got it. I got it. It says BTC. What happened? I don't know what happened. All right, here we go. A daily time frame. Jito looks a bit like a double top to me. Careful, could get bearish. Double top. You had a top and now an equal high. That's not good. You got to take that high out. You could make a cup and handle, right? We've seen this a lot. Either a double top or a cup and handle. Make that handle and keep it going. But for right now, it's a double top, and it may be safe to short that. But I wouldn't do it just based on this time frame alone. Let's look at the 4 hour. Oh my God, that's a short, baby. That's a short. Trade alert.
Attention. Trade alert. Trade inbound. This is not financial advice.
Never financial advice. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm really going to take the trade. Right? But look, high Stokes, a red dot on market cipher B. That's a short signal. With the fresh, bearish engulfing candle that did close already, that is a potential short signal. Bearish engulfing candle, red dot, overbought, very extended. What's a 12-hour look like? Yeah, 12-hour has that double top. We already told you double top on a daily. Double top on a daily Bearish engulfing on the 4-hour. Red dot high Stokes. Like, what more do you want? Short the coin. Short the coin, but I mean, is there a possibility it just goes sideways or even just creates a flag? Could it do this? Could it do this? Get tight, get tight, get tight, get tight, get tight. You know, reset the Stokes, hidden bull, breakout. Absolutely, that can happen. But I don't know, man. Red engulfing candle on the 4-hour time frame. But will this pump if BTC pumps? I have no idea. To me, it looks like a short. I may take the short. I may just take the short. Get in right now. Stop loss above those wicks. Take this thing down all the way. Give it all back, baby. Give it all back. How much can we give back? Go to the daily. Let's give it all back. Bring it all the way back down here. Bring it back, man. Bring it back. Bring it back. About 0.3984, or maybe just make it 40. Psychological number, 40 cents. Can we give it back? A 4.4 to 1 risk reward ratio. Give it back on the daily. Short the daily based on the 4-hour. 4 hours, the confirmation. How about the small time frame for the execution layer? Perfect. Losing the 200 MA right now. I'm so short right now on Jito. I'm short, baby. Jito. I'm about to short that thing on the daily time frame right now. I could regret it, but I'm shorting Jito. I'm shorting it, baby. I'm shorting Jito or Jito, whatever it's called. I don't know. And I'm getting in right now. Getting in right the hell now. I'm putting a stop loss above these wicks and above my smooth 200 MA. That's right. I'm calling it a double top right now based on the 4-hour time frame and based on the daily time frame. Even the small time frames was losing the moving average. I'm getting into a short right now on Jito. This is a trade alert. All right, I'm getting in right now. I'm going to increase my leverage and decrease my position size. I'm going to enter now right around 0.8026. My stop loss is going to be right around 0.8941. 0.8941. Here's the numbers. I'm giving you the numbers. My TP is going to be down at 0.3901. That's the TP. That's right. Limit last and erase it. How much do we want to make here? Can I make $500? Can I risk 115 to make 500? 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. Sure. Last, limit last, and open the short. All right, let that bad boy fill. We should get filled just any moment. Yep, just got filled, and I'm in the short. That's another trade alert. I'm giving out trade alert after trade alert here. Took a profit on oil. Got out of break even on Sol earlier, but now also in the Sol short. I'm in the Jito short. And didn't I long something? Oh my God, look at Litecoin. We long Litecoin. Litecoin starting to take off in the 2-hour time frame. What do we have? Are we about to close some gaps? Look at Litecoin getting a move through the low volume gap. Could be next stop around 43.61. Anybody in the money so far with Litecoin? Don't want to celebrate too early, but getting a little pop there. Litecoin getting a pop to the upside. Solana sitting flat, but I'm slightly down in the short on Solana. I'm so open to closing a Solana short. Solana does not have to go down if it doesn't want to. But I'm also in a Jito short. We'll see what happens. All right. BDC getting to push up here, please. Getting to push up. Beautiful. All right. I got to move quick here. 1V America says definition of an emotional trader. What does he mean by that? What does he mean? I don't understand. I don't understand. Is he talking about me? Because anybody that knows me know I'm not emotional here, all right? I may be dramatic for entertainment effect, but I'm not emotional. I am Zen, baby. I'm very Zen. I'm the Zen clap daddy, baby. Come on. All right, let's quickly go through these coins because I want to still do live TA. I want to still do live TA in the Discord. Anybody want to do live TA? Once again, one in the chat. Once again, 1 in the chat if you want to join me for live TA. We'll keep doing TA, but live together in the Discord in the voice chat. You can share your screen. You can share your camera. Get on the microphone. I just ask if you're not talking, mute your microphone. Who wants to join me? I'm going to end the stream soon and go to Discord. Give them the link. God King, give me the Zen emojis. Give me the Buddhas. Give me everything, okay? Give it all to me. No, but seriously, give me the amens, give me everything. Give me the fas. Are you coming with me to the Discord shortly? I gotta quickly look through some coins here. Quickly look through some coins. I'm supposed to look at link. Let me do it real quick. Last call for super chats. I jumped the line right now. Bagel said it was live TA. Live TA is exactly this, but in the Discord. But except it's not just me in the charts. You take over the chart. Share your screen. Let's have collaborative TA. I know I don't know everything. I want to hear your perspective. What's your strategy? What's your indicators? Have you made an auto clapper maybe? Maybe you made an auto clapper. Share your auto clapper. Who's down? Spam the chat if you're down, baby. Spam the chat if you're down and ready to go to live TA. That's right, the other congregation in the Discord. Who's ready for that, baby? All right, quickly, let's look at Chainlink. And I'm gonna speed through this so quick. Double bottom on Chainlink, green dot, low Stokes looks beautiful for a move there. Looks beautiful for a swing trade. Who's risky enough to long Chainlink? Enter now, stop loss down at 6.9, TP at $10. That's Chainlink. Let's go to the next asset. Let's look at ALGO again. Let's look at Algorand. We got ALGO here somewhere. Where you at? ALGO. There you go. ALGO. There we go. Bullish div. No double bottom, but bull div there. Could get a move up. 5 minute time frame, this small time frame. Getting a move with Bitcoin. Beautiful move. A bit chasey now, but a beautiful move from Algo. Looks bullish. Let's look at Near. Here we come. A Near protocol, baby. Near protocol. What is it doing? Daily time frame. Okay, we had a bearish candle close, but look at this green candle coming in. Will it go sideways? Will it pump? 4 hour, breaking the 9 MA resistance, a good sign. 5 minute, breaking out. Beautiful move from a Near. All right. Love it. Love it. Let's close out Near. And let's look at SEI. They want to see SEI. I'm looking at the coins you requested. I'm taking no more requests, but if you want to jump the line right now, send a super chat. It will jump the line. Or if I happen to see you ask by using ClapDaddy, maybe I'll do it, but SEI, let's take a quick look. Binance, SEI, daily time frame, a lot of wicks there, a high volatility. I don't know, man. That's a big bearish engulfing candle, high Stokes, red dot. That looks bearish on a daily for SEI. Looks like it's rolling over. Bear flag on the 4 hour, 5 minute, getting a small move, but the mezzo does not look good, I gotta say. That is SEI. Okay, now time to do lab. Speed TA, baby. Speed TA. Taking the request I got. Taking no more unless it is a super chat or unless you call me daddy. All right, lab. What's going on with lab? Here we go, lab. Daily time frame. How does it look? That thing is taking off like a rocket ship. Is it bullish consolidation? Higher lows, equal highs. Well, not equal highs, but you know what I mean. This thing could be one of those parabolic wedges, right? Some type of rise and wedge to the upside, either parabolic or it breaks down, trend up to break down. Who knows? The money flow is green. 4 hour time frame at the resistance, but going up. High Stokes, red dot, could eventually break down. Top of the pattern. 5 minute time frame. Here we go. Lab. Oh man, big move up to what? Wow, look at that move down. Just ripped everybody. And then the move up. Looks like a rejection at a 786 area. We'll see. Will this dump again? It likely will. All right, lab is done. Let's look at XLM really quickly. Once again, no more requests, but if you want one, send a super chat or maybe call me daddy. 5. All right, lab. We at lab. LAB lab. Here we go. Daily time frame. Daily time frame lab. Yeah, I think we looked at this already. No? Yeah, we just did this. Yeah. This thing is taking off like a crazy rocket ship. Yeah, we just did this. Lab is good. It's XLM we're supposed to be looking at. Or did they look exactly the same? XLM. All right, daily time frame. Okay. All right, lost at 200 MA on the daily. That's very bearish. Here's the 4-hour time frame. Bearish consolidation, losing it. Why aren't you pumping, XLM? Everything else is pumping. What are you doing? Are you too good for your home? Are you not wanting to be bullish? What are you doing, XLM? You look bearish. I mean, could that be around the bottom, pay the bills? Round the bottom, pay the bills, potential a handle coming in? I'm not sure. Stellar Lumens, what are you doing to us? All right, that is Stellar Lumens. Let's look at Zcash really fast. Zcash. All right, Zcash. Here we go. Zcash daily time frame. Looks like a bear flag. Green dot though, and a lot of wicks. Green dot, low Stokes, lot of wicks. High risk buy there. Potential double bottom. Get a move up at least to resistance. Looks not too bad on the daily. You got to say Zcash, but not confirmed either. 4-hour trying to round at bottom, pay the bills. No major move yet. 5-minute going sideways, doing nothing. Zcash is done. I'm supposed to look at Ton. Somebody called me Clap Daddy for it. Let's look at Ton. Ton coin. Ton coin. There we go. Daily time frame. That's a whole lot of wicks. Whole lot of wicks, but rounded tops do not pay the bills, at least when you long them. It does when you short them. That looks bearish to me, but at support. 4-hour time frame. Looks like bearish consolidation. Once again, lower highs equal lows. That is a descending triangle. That looks bearish. 5-minute time frame. Okay, trying to get bullish, but getting rejected at the support. That is Ton coin. Let's look at Magna. I'm sorry it took so long for this, but let's look at Magna. Or was it Mana? I don't see Magna. Was it Magma? M-A-G-M-A? Maybe it was Magma. I think it was Magma. Here we go. Magma. Daily time frame. Okay. Bullish, but very volatile. Look at that big old sell-off there. Big move up, sell-off down. A lot of volume there. Green dot, green money flow. Okay. 8-hour time frame. There's that big sell-off right there. Is it still bullish, or is it going to give everything back? I've seen this happen before, like where they pump it and then they dump it, and then they dump it and give it all back plus some. So hopefully it doesn't give it all back and plus some, right? That would be pretty bearish. 5-minute time frame below the moving averages, looking bearish. But low Stokes, green dot. Look at the volatility. Insane move up there. Insane move up. Gave almost it all back. Could be a critical fib level there. Could bounce or go lower. It's a bear flag. All right. I think I looked at everything. I looked at everything. Did I do a good job today? Put a 7 in the chat. Did I cover what we needed to cover today? Is the Zen Sinners happy, huh? Is the Zen Sinners feeling blessed? Are you feeling bullish? Are you feeling bearish? But I hope you're feeling monkish, okay? Monkish means adaptability. It means a versatility, right? It means, embracing your emotions, but not allowing it to control you. Amen? Amen in the congregation of Zen Sinners. Anybody make some money today, man, off the calls? Anybody make money off of oil, Solana, anything? We had some pretty decent calls today. A pretty good day on the P&L. It's time for live TA. All right, I've hit my goals here on YouTube. We have fun. I love you. I want to see you in Discord. God King, give them the link right now for Discord. Right now, give them the link, God King. Okay? I'm just going to literally use the bathroom real quick and go right into the Discord and do live TA. I'm not stopping. I don't care if it's Friday night. I'm not going to the bar. I'm not going to the club, okay? I'm staying right here in these charts, and I'm going to lead us to salvation. Or maybe you'll lead us to salvation. Join me in the Discord right now. Here's the Discord. All you got to do, in fact, I'm going to really join Discord, like Discord app, not browser. I'm opening my Discord right now, and I'm going to live TA right now. Join me in live TA right now if you are a member of our Discord, okay? Seriously, just go here to the side of the screen. Here's the screen. Right now, go into voice channels on the left in the Sin City Discord and go to live TA. You see me just joined it right there. I'm going to mute my mic, okay? Mute my mic, but I'm there right now. Join me right now. This stream will end. Join me in the Discord right now for live TA and share your screen. Talk to me personally back and forth on the mic. Let's go right now. Get in live TA in the Discord. All right. But seriously, guys, I'm going to play my song as the outro on the way out. Big shout out to Hefe. My homie for putting that together, man. I'll be talking to you very soon, but I'm gonna play the song on the way out. It's time to go to the live TA. Meet me in live TA right now. Share your screen. Show me your ideas. I love you. Make money. Use good risk management. I'm live every day.
To me personally.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me mute everything over there. I'm sorry. I gotta mute freaking Discord. Oh God, I gotta mute Discord. Hold on. How do I do it? How do I do it? God King, help. Hold on, let me do it in Windows. Windows, Mixer, Discord down. All right, cool. Perfect, perfect. I did it. All right, I'm going to play my song. I'm going to play my song on the way out. Let me pull that up. But I love you guys so much. I'm live every single day. If you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. It's time for live TA, baby. Time for live TA. Let me pull up this song as the outro here as I make my exit out of here. I love you guys so much. Here we go. Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah. Sin City lights on the
Give me the hearts, baby. Give me the hearts. Come on. I love you guys. Give me heart emojis.
That's right, though.
Time for live TA.
Let's go.
I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. I'm a monk in the chair. Green tea, go stare. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound.
Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she dump, to make it off the bounce. That's right. That's right. Round the bottoms, pay the.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love and support. I'm moving to Discord right now. Moving to Discord for collaborative TA, collaborative live TA. Let's go right now. Keep spreading that links. Give them the link right now. Meet me in the Discord right now. Live TA.
Trade the truth, no revenge, trade, no panic. Click with the candle flips red. I get that real quick. Casino talking, I hear bells. Liquidations, can't you tell?
TA plays out every time. Just not hear it in your mind.
I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear.
I'm a monk in a chair. Green tea, go stare. Liquidity in the air. Trade alert, we inbound.
Whole chat making sounds. If she pump, if she don't, still make it off the bounce. That's right, baby. That's right.
That's right, baby.
Round the bottom.
Hit that subscribe. If you're brand new, hit subscribe. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Bing bong, price trapped in the range. Head and shoulders, then the pattern change. Blue flag, bear flag, falling wedge. I'm not guessing, I'm playing the edge. Fair value gap like a speed boost. Mario Kart when the candle cuts loose. Drag that stop in the profit. Quick take profit. Damn it, don't marry the pig. Pinky up if
We bullish.
Red dot if we put this. Green dot on the daily. Not a whole chat going foolish. Spam the chat with the coins. Tell me where the money at. High probability setup. Then I'm pointing to the map.
Can I get an amen? Can I get some dollar signs?
We in the money.
Give me the dollar signs, baby. Let's go. Meet me in Discord right now. Meet me in Discord. I want 100 people in Discord. Let's go.
Trade alert.
Trade inbound.
Stop below.
Attention.
Target
Trade alert.
Liquidity magnet. Price get
Seriously, thank you so much. Hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much.
Loans get bad.
Let's go. They waiting on me. They said there's a lot of people. I'm coming. Let's all go to Discord. I want 300 people there.
I'm not a bull, I'm not
Let's break some Discord records. Liquidity in the air. Give them the link. Give them the link again, God King. They need it again. We're going to Discord and the live TA voice channel. Let's go.
If she don't, we still make it off the bounce. That's
right, baby. That's right, baby. It pay the bills. That's right, baby. Hey, hey. Learn how to lose in order to learn how to win.
That's right, baby. Let's go, let's go.
Zen Master JP, the Clap Daddy, signing out here. Love you guys so much. I'm live every day, and I'm going to Discord right now. That's right. Thank you so much, everybody who tuned into the show. I'll be back tomorrow and all weekend. I'll be covering all weekend for you every single day. No days off. Okay. Bah! No days off. Okay. I'm going to Discord. Take care, guys. I see you right now. All right. See you in Discord. Take care, guys.